everybody. Welcome to Unpaid and Underrated, episode 42. Episode 42 of Unpaid and Underrated, podcast for crew, by crew, relentlessly mocked by crew, attended by crew, hosted by crew, plagued by crew. I don't know. This is the crew podcast. I am one of the hosts, Big Joey, joined by Big Keith over there,
Howdy, howdy.
and joined by Big Matt Stall, Matt Stall, Matt.
All the stall mats.
Better than all the mats, at least.
Oh,
So many of you.
all right. Anybody drinking anything cool?
Nope, just the old purple something or other water, though.
Got a Wegmans blackberry tangerine.
Oh,
I do love some Wegmans.
that sounds delicious. I have a drink with a story. I really wanted this cherry Pepsi, like really badly. And I went to go to the fridge and I dropped it and it popped and fizzed all over the kitchen. So I'm drinking the flat half-ass end of a cherry Pepsi. I was kind of bummed. I really wanted that cherry Pepsi.
Shouldn't have fizzed all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I think me and Keith are matching today.
Oh, no, I'm
No.
wearing Tanner's favorite. I'll go, no show.
No, I've mine finally arrived. It only took about 29 days.
I do like that shirt. I know we
Yeah.
always joke that all the blanks are the same, but like that is my favorite blank. It's thinner, but like a nice tight neck. I hate a big floppy neck on a shirt, so it was the perfect combination for me. At least the one that I got. Everyone else's blank might be different, but mine's good.
I actually dislike the neck. It's too tight. Too tight. I feel like I'm being slowly suffocated by a small child.
Maybe I like just being choked, I guess. I don't know.
It's not Saturday. What about you, Matt?
It's the weekend though. I put my 40 and it's Friday night for me.
Oh, he's
I
got
got
the
the-
unpaid and underrated.
Yeah.
It does.
Got the zip. I mean, I wish it was in a crew neck, but
Yeah.
I actually have the crew neck too. So
Oh, wow, double dipping. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a good. That's good stuff. It's good to be a supporter. We don't get a whole lot of guys that haven't been on the podcast that already have our merch, so that's pretty dope. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I like how you were like, oh, when we met 2 months ago, you weren't really a listener, and now he's got the banner and 2 sweaters, and he's on the podcast.
You say I motivate people. Apparently,
Yeah.
it's a good guy.
Yeah, they're like, is this guy such an asshole on podcasts as much as he is in real life? I gotta go listen to that.
No, I'm a depends. Like I have my moments. I thought we had a good
I
little
was
chit
kidding.
chat.
I was kidding.
yeah, he braved my freezing cold garage. So
Yeah, I did. You were. So we'll probably get into this a little. So Big Matt here, he's the guy that I ended up picking up my Mars bar from a couple months ago, and maybe it was 3 or 4 months ago, but it was not a warm day.
It was October 25th.
Probably, and he was in his garage barefoot the whole time, and we shot the shit for well over an hour, or around an hour, and I'm just like, this son of a bitch is just barefoot, not wearing socks, just like on a, alternating between on the concrete and on the stall mat, and I'm just like, he doesn't even have slippers on.
Big barefoot
Maybe-
guy?
Unless you
I
did, maybe
am.
I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
I could have swore you were barefoot. Maybe you
no,
didn't.
I was barefoot. I'm just used to it out here.
That's brutal. That's why I made the joke on the story repost that like you're recording in your gym, and it's got to be, even if you get that heater pointed at you. I know it's 15 degrees down there. That's what it is out here, give or take.
If I leave the garage door closed, it's not so bad. That was a garage door open day, which made it rough.
That tracks. That makes sense. Well, enough about this guest we might get on. We got some general topics to get through first, and we'll deal with the guest. It's kind of funny though, as we look through the list. I feel like last week we had about like 11 days between recordings, so we had like 17 things to talk about, and this week it's just been a regular week, and we've got like 2 things, and like they're not even. I got a funny story real quick. So we got Wendy's last night, and I got a Frosty. And I put it in the freezer. Actually, I was gonna eat it, and it was already frozen because it was like 20 minute, or it was already starting to thaw, so it was like a 20-minute drive from home or whatever. So Stephanie was getting up, and I politely asked, and usually she would tell me to go fuck myself, but she graciously was like, yeah, I'll put it away for you. So she put it in the freezer. So like a hour later, whatever it was, I was like, oh, I forgot that I had my Frosty, and I went to go get it. I open it up, and immediately it falls on the floor. But there's like
my cherry Pepsi.
yeah. So I was like super annoyed at that. But then I was looking, and I'm like, there's hardly anything in here. Like there was like almost no mess to clean up. So then I looked to my left and then like in the freezer door there was like a box of ice cream sandwiches and like 80% of the Frosty was just like stuck to that, frozen to that because it had like fallen onto the door from the inside and the rest was like in the freezer like in the grooves and stuff and I was just like are you fucking kidding me? So we essentially just laughed at that and cleaned it up for a good 10 minutes, but it was just amusing because like she thought I thought I did it at first, and I remembered that she was the one that put it back in there, but I couldn't really be mad because she did it for me. So it's kind of that like on thin ice already situation. So, but I don't know. Maybe it was more funny in person, but it was pretty funny because just looking over and seeing half my goddamn milkshake just sitting frozen on a box of something else, it was like, I guess that's what happened.
Yeah,
Well, even if it hadn't tipped over, does a Frosty ever come back to like the right viscosity? I feel like it
No,
freezes
it's got
it
to
too
was
much.
move. That's the point. Like it's
Yeah.
got to be
it was
moving to maintain its frostiness.
yeah, it was gonna be more of like hard chunky ice cream at that point. But I would have been okay with that because the alternative was when I was trying to eat it, it was like airy cream. It was like
Mhm.
it was like almost warm like whipped cream and I'm like no, I want ice cream. Like I want my chocolate dessert fix and this is not satiating that. And then it like 80% of it got, poured out for the homies.
So do you dip your fries in your frosty?
I typically would, but it was already so melted that I didn't want to
Yeah.
like make a mess while I was trying to eat because it was one of those like we didn't have anything at the house. I was like, I'll stop and get food on the way home. And then by the time we got there, it was like she was fucking literally at the door waiting for food, starving. And I was like, oh yeah, here it is. And yeah, it was a pretty funny story. But yeah, Frosties 100% need fries in them for sure.
All right.
No issue
Yep.
with that.
See how controversial that is.
That can't be like
No, you'll have half the Midwest being like,
mm,
"What's a frosty?" and the other half
yeah,
being
really.
like, "How dare you put fries in frosties?"
Is that when you do circles in the parking lot? Is that a Frosty? I'm so confused.
It's really a horse apiece either
Oh
way.
god damn it! I was gonna say that. I had to remember what the fucking phrase was. It's so fucking out of left field. I was like,
It's a
what
horse
was that?
apart. Yeah.
Yeah, one of somethings. That's really funny.
Yeah. I got some weird news. Um, Down to 150-pound body weight, which is like the lowest I've been in 7 to 8 years. Like it was like pretty much since I started working out.
You gotta start eating, dude. You gotta like.
Well, no.
I saw you hitting some protein powder, so
Oh
that's
yeah,
a
no,
start, I
that's
guess.
that's happening. I'm actually already on my way back up. But
Yeah,
then I hit a Denny PR.
yeah, I saw that.
What like Steve came over and it was supposed to be a deload. And strongman
Mhm.
deload on Juggernaut is don't work out and go take care of yourself. But it was
Yeah,
strongman Sunday, so I was like, okay, you guys are coming over. Let's like
can't
I'll
deload with the boys. That's just not a thing.
yeah, I'll do some stuff, but like I'm not gonna go crazy. And I ended up trying 240 per hand, so 480, and it went up so smooth and easy. Steve was like, huh? And I was like, because I've been chasing 500 pounds on the
Yeah,
biggie for
that's awesome.
years. Yeah, and I pulled it. And I actually think I had more in me. Just I wasn't
Yeah,
gonna do that after doing 500. I should like if I was gonna do more, I would have done the 480 and then
yeah. Then
jumped
go to
to
515 or something. Yeah, yeah. Don't
yeah,
go
but I wasn't
500
gonna
and
do
510.
yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that. So like something's up. Something's
That's
getting like as much as I'm down body weight and feeling smaller and weaker. My bench has gone down, my squat's gone down, my deadlift has gone down, but apparently everything else is going up.
hmm
So that's interesting.
nice.
Yeah. So
Odd
that was
lifts
a
are
big deal.
fun.
I do
Yeah, I
love them.
saw that. I saw that. And I was like, oh, sweet. I mean, is it bad that my initial thought was like, I got to go do 505 now? But then I was like, I haven't done Denny's in so long that like, and I think I've only ever done 200 a hand, but it was like for time. So like,
Mm.
I never had to go above that. I just had to like hold it for 20 or 30 seconds or something. But I'm like, maybe 500. But I also don't want to rip my fucking hook. I don't want to hook. Like
Oh yeah.
I haven't barbell hook gripped in a minute. Like so, or I haven't hook gripped a barbell in a
You
while.
can
So I'm really
you
not
can
looking
still
forward
see
to
I
that.
don't even hook grip. That wasn't even hook grip. But you can
No.
still see the bruises on my hands from when I did it because it
Yeah.
just bruised all up here.
That's wild if you didn't hook grip. That's actually more impressive. You didn't hook. It's
Mm.
like you're supposed to hook grip Denny's. Like that's what everyone does.
I
It's
guess I did
interesting.
not.
Yeah, as long as you didn't wear straps. I had a buddy that wore straps just because he just wanted to like see if he could pick it up. But like, obviously it doesn't count with straps in that scenario for what you're trying to attempt. So
Yeah.
that's pretty nifty. I got a not sports and books, but I got a books and books update. I finally am up to date on Red Rising. I know that's a big popular crew book series. I think it was book 6 with the 7th coming out this summer, so it's kind of perfect timing. The original trilogy was really good, and then like books 4, 5, 6. Book 4 was ass. Book 5 was a little better. Book 6 was a little bit better than 5. It's kind of like a progressively gotten better, but it's just like it's such a big world and there's so many characters. And usually I dig that, but then they also like just there's always a new character every other book that's like the new antagonist, and it's just like I don't know. It's been a struggle to keep, and everyone's fucking names are like 2 syllables apart, and then there's just like hundreds of fucking characters, and I listen to them in audiobooks, and then at one point I swear they started like pronouncing names differently on like book 5 than what 100 books I've read, so it's just like slightly annoying, but still a good book series. Still do recommend it, but if you're already like kind of hot and cold on the first trilogy, probably just stop there. Like Tanner might not be the guy that wants to read book 4, 5, and 6 because I think he stalled out on book 2 like months ago. So definitely finish it, but don't know if you need to go past that unless you just really like the series. And then today, I usually don't do a ton of standalone books. I usually am a big series guy. I just like I like investing my time in something that's more than just like an 8 hour audiobook or like a week read or whatever. But I did The Martian. I think I still have like the last couple chapters, but it was one of my favorite, well, maybe not favorite movies, but it was definitely one of the better space NASA / movies I've ever seen. I remember even watching it. I still remember watching it like a decade ago when it came out because we were having a snow day at work while I was out of town, so we just got stuck in the hotel and I just happened to have it downloaded and I was like, oh, I'll watch this, and it still like sticks with me. So I'm gonna finish the book this weekend and then I'll probably rewatch the movie because it has been a decade since I watched it. But so far, usually like there's a lot of differences and you kind of like really love one or hate the other, or kind of even if you respect both but you just look at them as two entirely different entities. I mean, it's been so long since I watched the movie, but like they're pretty. I have no qualms about the book so far, and it's almost over. And I would, if I had to pre-rate it, I would definitely go like, Goodreads doesn't do half points, so I am going to rate it a 4 out of 5. But to me, it's probably a 4.5. Like I've enjoyed it that much, and that's coming from a guy that like doesn't like standalone books very often. So I think a bunch of people in crew have talked about reading that recently too, so that kind of motivated me. So, and it would just happen to be downloaded on my computer. I was like, yep, I will watch this or listen to that. So.
Yeah, I have not read any of what you said. For Christmas, I got a copy of the first edition, like not the first published edition, but like the first version of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Mm.
So I'm probably gonna read that soon.
Nice.
It's
I
the
did watch
It's the op. Oh, that movie was amazing.
the Netflix one that was out.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah,
the
I
Guillermo del
watched.
Toro's. Yeah,
Yeah, I watched that. Maybe whenever I flew last. I think I don't remember where I was at. Crew Falls, maybe. I don't know, somewhere.
so yeah, I'm not going to read The Martian or Red Rising. I'm going to read. I'm going to read a book 200 years old or something.
There you go. Not in the show notes, but we do got to the YouTube video this week was Big Jose's Gym. I didn't think I'd get a chance to watch it, but it was, because it was like I had an hour and a half before we had to record, and I didn't want to be like, hey, Stephanie, I'm gonna watch this, and she kind of was zoned out in her phone there for a minute. I was like, oh, I'm gonna squeeze this in real quick. So I think I got to. Did I watch all of it? If I didn't watch all of it, I watched 99% of it. But yeah, very good tour. I was looking forward to them. I think in Discord they had talked about how Tanner was using Jose's like arm trainer, and at one point they did a green screen and put him in the beach or in like waves or something. So that was just it's really funny. So if you haven't watched it, just at least look out for that scene. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Jose met him at home Gym Con this year. Good dude. Who actually I'm 90% sure he's a guest next week or the week after. I think it is next week though. So it was kind of cool to be like, oh, I get to talk to him in like a week or two and in depth about his life. So tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Was that No Way Jose?
No Way Jose, correct? No, it was not No Way Jose. It was
Okay.
Boston Jose, Big
Got it.
Boston. So
Big
he's
Boston.
a little, yeah, because ironically they both like kilos. So we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah,
But
he was,
and then, yep, go ahead.
he was very enthusiastic and
He
like
was, yeah.
and being someone I've worked in cold water and trained in cold water a lot. When he said, "Oh yeah, it's no colder than going snow skiing," I'm like, "You're out of your mind." Although he's probably doing something more fun in the water, being surfing, but
Yeah.
cold water is still cold water.
Yeah, and he probably had a wetsuit on.
Yeah, no, he does. But even like he has like a winter wetsuit and then like a summer
Yeah.
wetsuit, and then but like that still doesn't like I don't know. your face is still freezing even with like the
Yeah.
head cover and shit. So you're in your hands. You're not wearing. I don't think you're out there wearing gloves. So and you're definitely not wearing socks and shit. So it's definitely still cold as shit.
Surfing socks. That's
Yeah.
yeah. He's got to get those surfing socks.
He
That's what
did
he
have a
doesn't have.
he did have a sex wax banner in the back, and all I could think of was like the Point Break movie. For like the first time I like knew anything, it's like my first experience probably to surfing was Point Break. So, and then there was like a whole joke or a bit scene about like sex wax and stuff. So, I enjoyed the sex wax banner.
Yeah, and if you don't know what that is such a weird ass name.
Yeah, I outside of knowing that it was something to do with surfing, but I don't. Is it the name? I actually don't.
It's a board wax.
Okay, but it's just. But why is it called sex wax? Like that is a someone answer that in the Discord for
Yeah,
us this week.
I don't know that, but it's just one of those you hear sex wax and you're like, sorry, come again?
Yeah, is that like? Well, yeah, the you know the candles make my nipples hard probably. So
Wow.
The comparison from that video of the wax to knurling and chalk was
that
also
was
pretty great. That was great.
and then Jose saying, "Well, it's like knurling and chalk." That
Yeah.
was really good. But I did learn about like the different. It's so similar to tacky. The boards, depending on the condition, you would use a different wax because, like in the seasons, if you have a certain wax in the cold water, it's not going to work as well versus warmer water, etc. So that was interesting to learn.
All right. So Keith is now a sex wax expert.
Yeah.
Geez, you can't say that phrase 3 times fast. Sex wax expert. Sex wax expert. Yeah, I can. Okay.
What if you say gay bros 3 times? That got some leverage. Usually we don't harken back to last week's episodes, but goddamn, that got some mileage this week.
Well, and I forgot about it. That was
Same.
what killed me.
When Jenna Lee posted a picture of her crying, and then I had to think about it for a second. I was like, "Oh, she's crying, laughing so hard."
Well, it was Grayson being like, he just posted, don't.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what is that in reference to?
Oh, I didn't
and
even
generally
think I even
posted the
referenced that.
picture
That's hysterical.
because that's what I said to you. Like I saw your face.
No, you did for sure. I don't remember seeing Grayson post that. I think the first thing I saw was Jenna Lee, but yeah, that was great. It definitely caused some good conversation this week. And I had random people DMing me like thinking that I was just thinking that I was like, no, I'm not like using this as a way to say gay bros. It's literally just something that like, because then you get people that have agendas and want to talk to them. Like, no, I don't tell me don't talk to me about that. Like,
Yeah.
we're not here to like make people feel bad or judge people. It was just fucking ironic and funny.
Yeah. Like, what did you say?
Yeah. That was all. That was the funny part.
Where it ended.
Don't make it political or anything. It's just funny.
Yeah. Some people can't help it. Some people ain't happy unless they're unhappy.
Yeah.
Do you want to rate last week's episode?
Yeah, Big Matt, why don't you remind us what last week still was? Because I think I had the pre-show in my head now, so I got to try to reminisce here.
Yeah, the Paul Dwyer tribute, which I thought was really nice. Like obviously with the delay, we've seen so much of it and we've seen so much of it on social media, but I thought they handled it in a really good way and brought me back to that episode. Um, the broken toilet and gym rants were I can't imagine dealing with all that and dealing with these animals who occupy these gyms. Um, and more talk about the new cryptic big thing, building up all the tension and anticipation there. And when he brought up the which plate do you unload first thing, that speaks to me. I don't have room to mount mine behind my rack, and I'm very much always furthest away from the plate rack every time. So I thought it was a great episode. I rated it 5 out of 5 broken toilet seats.
Nice. The plate rack thing had me thinking there for a second too, because I was like, most of my, I pretty much, there's not a lot of places in my gym where I do have that scenario. Maybe when I deadlift, but I think I just go one at a time. Like, are there people like? I mean, I guess that's part of it, but like, I'm not taking 2 or 3 plates off and then getting the other 2 or 3. It's just, I couldn't think of a solid answer. It's like kind of like Tommy couldn't. So like, I think I'm just gonna have to pay attention because like all my squat racks for the most, well, I don't know. I really got to think about that one next time I train. Tommy having the epiphany essentially, or basically. So I've been in, a lot of us have been in this game for well over a decade. So like I've had the conversation 100 times about the difference between an Ohio power bar and a Texas power bar with people. I've helped dozens of people buy bars and stuff over the years, and like given the same like pair, like everything Tommy said, I've had that conversation at least 50 times in my life with other people, either in person or in DMs. And so it was just really funny for Tommy to kind of like 10 years later experience this, it seems like. So I found that to be very amusing, but kind of cool. And then anytime Tanner says fuck in an angry manner, especially when it's towards people, it's one of my favorite things ever. So him then the gym rant was fucking classic. So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 Tanner fucks.
Wow. Yeah, definitely enjoyed the episode as I always do. I did laugh at the gym drama, and he did say he might have an idea of who it is. So I guess that's going to become another in-person only story. Um, that the only time somebody's been kicked out of the gym. Um, Dealing with burnout,
Oh yeah, I
they
forgot about that.
it was like the title topic, but they kind of breezed through it like it wasn't the main character of the episode at all. I will say there is one other thing that if you're sick of powerlifting, stop doing it. Right? Spoon, you remember Big Rich Spoon? He posted something from somebody, and it was like, if you're sick of doing the same thing over and over again, and going to meets does not thrill you anymore, stop doing it. Do something else. And like that can also fix that burnout, right? You're sick of doing that, do something else, right? So I understand that their burnout was different, but that burnout was what got to me. Was I was just sick of doing SBD constantly. So I'm going to go ahead and give that 5 out of 5 Ohio Power Bars.
Nice. I do always find it funny, like, they obviously have to have stuff to talk about, but like a lot of times I'm like, they're talking about stuff that then they essentially like we've never experienced this, but this is why we probably haven't. So I've never had depression. Let me tell you why you shouldn't be depressed kind of thing. So I always
Yeah.
it's like what would be cool, I guess, sometimes like I mean they can do whatever they want, it's their podcast, but like in the title topics, like I mean, then you're getting back to bringing guests on, but like source the crew because like they could have been like, hey crew, give it because they used to a lot of times like, hey, what are your questions for the guests? So like for title topics, preemptively maybe ask for some information from us, but then they want to keep it organic, and also the title topics usually are just so they can have a title of the episode, and they're not really what the episode's about, so it's probably not relevant. But like, or even like I don't know, it'd be cool to hear any one of our friends get on the podcast for 10 minutes and talk about burnout, like who
Yeah.
actually is actively going through burnout and like had like a deep like fuck lifting kind of burnout, and then like how they got back from that potentially. So I think that would have been cool. I'm not saying that I don't love what they do, but like I don't know. But then it's also then you're fucking coordinating schedules and shit, and people are fucking annoying and don't answer their phone when they're supposed to, etc. So I get why they don't do it, but like I don't know. Any more crew interaction would be cool in the podcast. But it is funny when they do title topics and then also essentially say we don't know anything about this, but we're going to tell you about our opinions.
Yeah. Looking forward to the High Rocks episode.
Yeah. But always good. Do you got some affiliates for us, Joey?
Yeah, buddy. Obsidian Ammonia right now. Any of your orders from the New Year sales should be going out. Big ups to Travis. He's going through some of his brain stuff again this week. Code unpaid at hypedust.com. Plate snacks, of course. Most of you are already using it. Matt, I can see you used it for that banner. Use it for your stickers. Code unpaid. If you don't have, yeah. Whoa. Like, here's another thing too. This podcast has like gone a little bit from like loving AI to kind of shitting on AI a bit. If you need a gym logo and you want to use AI, go ahead. It's probably fine. But if you don't, the guys over at Plate Snacks will help. It might not be the cheapest design you get. I don't know if he even charges for it,
I'm sure it is.
but you can ask. Just, hey, I need a gym logo. Here's the name I'm thinking about. Here's the design I'm thinking about. Do you have something for me? And not only will he help you design it, he'll print it and send it to you so you can send it to me. So, the more people art, the better. And of course, code unpaid at Belt Fed Strength. Chris, love you. I hope you're listening. And you need some leather lifting equipment, handmade, premium made, American made. Go over to Belt Fed Strength.
My favorite is I think it was the live this week, so next week's episode. He like it's like the second or third time that he's called Tanner out specifically, and I was like, I want Chris to buy me, or I want Chris to build a goddamn dip belt for us, like not a dip belt attachment, but a goddamn dip belt, so we can buy a nice custom dip belt. Or he just, I don't know that Chris has between belt fed and black irons. I don't know how much podcast consuming he's doing, but I find it funny they keep calling him out. And then Big Matt, do you have a sponsor read for Massnomics for us, bud?
I do. Do you like to keep the weights heavy but the mood light? Come join the Massonomics crew. The hosts claim that it's a podcast about how to get strong, stay strong, and use your strength, but it's really an ode to chicken bakes, the history of Texas power bars, and the bioavailability of cottage cheese. You may have found Massonomics through their gym tours, but you should stick around for a relatively new segment called Supporting Members. For less than the cost of a six-pack of fridge cigs, you too can become a supporting member. That title turns this lifting podcast about nothing into your own community of like-minded silly geese. These silly geese have serious knowledge that they share enthusiastically. Whether on Discord, Instagram, or offline events, you will never find a more supportive group of humans. But no matter what, don't buy their hats. Well, maybe just the one. And definitely don't talk in the Zoom chat. With everything going on, you can't afford to wait. There's only 3 spots left.
Oh,
Nice.
hit him with the offline events. Nice callback.
We got
Oh
any
yeah,
looky loos we got to kick out? Oh yeah. No, actually, who did we kicking out this week? Oh, Big Hunter.
nobody.
We'll let him stay. No, well.
You can stay. We like you.
We gotta say it. And you're not gonna kick anybody out, but we gotta say it. It's funny.
All
Big,
right. Speaking of coughing into the microphone, going through the back catalog, Tanner's clearly sick. I think on episode 152 or 153, and just blowing his nose throughout the whole episode. So anytime Tommy's talking, you can just hear the snot rockets going off in the background.
Like prior to knowing how to use a mute button.
Yeah, just honking them. It was
Yeah,
pretty
can you
funny.
tell that I have like an actual microphone at work? So I keep going like this instead of just muting my audio every time I cough.
Oh yeah, you'll see me mute like that if I just missed it that time because the cough snuck up on me. But yeah, I was just hearing him blowing those snot rockets. It was pretty funny. Should we get our guest on the horn?
Yeah, Big Matt, you there, buddy? Come, you there? Hello,
Yep.
Matt.
Yep, I'm
Hey,
here. I'm here.
we have one of the Matts. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us, your name, who you are, where you're from. Oh no, well, I always fucking goddamn. That's like the third time I've done that. Who are you? Where are we gonna find you?
I am one of the Matts. Best place is Stall Matt. Geez, Matt Stall Matt Stall on Instagram. Forgot
There
my own
you go.
Instagram for a minute there.
Well, Instagram is challenging at times. That is for sure. All right. Well, you're a relatively new face. So, what brought you to Massonomics?
I had always it was one of the podcasts that I would slide into every now and then. I had my stable of podcasts I would listen to all the time. And probably like a lot of people really started listening with the gym tours, being a fellow home gym nerd, and then realized that a lot of the podcasts I was listening to, they were politics, they were current events, and it was just kind of bumming me out. And this
real.
place is so positive, and we talked about burnout from the last episode, kind of shifted the direction of my training and things like that from talking to people here, and it became between unpaid and Massonomics. It's the 2 podcasts that I listen to, and I'm just burning through back catalog at this point.
Hell yeah.
I love it. That makes me very happy. What speed are you consuming?
I'm a 1.3.
It's not horrible. Even on the new episodes, like just everything
No.
across the board. Okay.
No, new episodes are just 1, but back
Gotcha.
catalog, I'm just doing a 1.3.
That's fair. That's not bad. That's I mean that's not too bad, I suppose.
No, everything at 1.3 all the time. For me, at least. Even new episodes. Just, come on, get to the point. Get to the point.
Well, I know where you live, but you want to tell the listeners where you're from?
Yeah, fellow upstate New York, which New York, just enormous state. It's just, you can't even believe how big it is.
It's not
So
small.
me and Keith are both upstate New York, but we're probably 12, 13 hours away from each other. But I'm right by the Pennsylvania border, which I still consider upstate just because it's not New York City or
Yeah.
Long Island.
Fair.
How does that work?
He's exaggerating. It's not 12 hours.
It's
Are you talking
also
about
it's also
are you
not
talking about
upstate.
the upstate? Yeah, I mean,
Because wouldn't upstate New York be like closer to Canada?
So
No.
they say like I might be like
People like an
central
hour
New
from.
York.
Yeah, I feel like people an hour north of fucking New York City say upstate New York though. Like,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
anything that's not New York City. I mean, because then you could say I've seen fucking memes about there's Western New York, there's Central New York, there's fucking upstate New York. It's all everything not New York City is fucking good to me.
So
But
what's
Yep.
Midwest New York? And is it Ohio?
Western, Northeast, South New York.
Midwest. I mean, Midwest would probably be like Sarah, like Dan probably lives in Midwest. Or, I mean, what I guess you would too, but you're like South though, so it's like
Yeah.
I think Midwest New York would be somewhere between Syracuse and Rochester.
Yeah.
Because once you
Yeah.
get Buffalo, like I don't consider Rochester Western New York, but then
No.
like Buffalo is Western New York. They
Yeah.
consider that Western New York. So
Buffalo like is the Ohio of New York. Like I've been there. I would say Buffalo is the Ohio of New York. But yeah. Anyway, do you know your Hall of Fame status, including today?
Today brings me to 4. I was lucky enough to get my voice on the podcast for the call-in episode.
Hell yeah.
Woke up just in time for that.
And as usual, one piece of Massonomics merch. Now, I want to point out we've been asking this question for probably 120 episodes out of the 141 that we've done. To the point that they've brought back some of the stuff we talk about. I want to point that
they
out.
really have. They really, really have.
And I'm not going to say we did it.
No.
You know, mission accomplished or whatever. But there's a reason that we've been asking this question every episode. So what piece of Massonomics merch did you miss out on?
I'm gonna cheat. I have 2. The kind of fit, kind of fat collab with the
Mhm.
beer and the pizza, like that. That's right in my demo. And the Flex Flask. If they
Yeah.
brought the Flex Flask back, I would buy many of them.
As he drinks from the carabiner.
Carabiner, yeah.
Drinks water, yep.
All right, so I've been to your gym. Well, I don't remember. Was it certified when I was there?
It is. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Was it certified then though? I'm trying to remember.
It was. It
Gotcha.
became, and I got the CTF like maybe even before I was a supporting member.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, one of those.
And there's
These
so
home
many
gym guys that just flooded
fucking,
into
I just want this
Massonomics.
banner, but I don't know what Massonomics is. And
I'm just picturing there has to be all of these crew members who go to a gym and don't have a home gym. Like, oh my God, would you stop talking about these home gyms? I'm so happy with my gym. Just stop it.
Lies.
possible.
You are not happy in your toilet, Jim.
But
You
what's
just
that?
don't know any better.
What's the CTF's name?
Matt Stall.
Oh, okay, so original with the Instagram. Make it which actually I'm not even mad because at least you're consistent across the board a couple places with the same thing instead of having a different fucking this and a different that and a different everything else. So
there have been guests you've been mad at that you're like your home gym name sucks.
no, I'm talking about like, well, sure. I'm just referencing people that can't fucking like last week, for example, like Jonathan having like 7 different handles. Like couldn't find Jonathan anywhere because he has a different fucking name on every platform.
Got it.
Like just no. People can name their gym whatever they want. There are some ones it's like was that supposed to be funny? I don't get it, but I don't know. I take them too serious, so it's.
I don't. That definitely shows. Okay,
At least yours has a name though.
Oh, like, that's fair.
Like it's in its original. Some of them they're just like I asked ChatGPT for a gym name and this is what it gave me. I feel bad because someone literally said that yesterday, but like that's cool. You're new to it, and you think you got your wife's approval, so you're moving forward. That's cool, but it's like I don't know. It's just it's too important to me to like not put thought into it. I guess
I stubbed my toe on a dumbbell, and whatever came out of my mouth was my home gym name.
That would actually be a funny story, though. Because I would almost I would respect that because that would be a funny story. Yes. Like shit, they said the shit fuck damn Jim. Like
this fucking thing, Jim.
It's like welcome to the motherfucking cunt. Like this is my gym. That's actually next time I hit myself. So like because I I'm like the worst at walking down the hall and just like fucking swinging my goddamn fingers into it like a door jam at like full speed, like as you're just walking or like cutting a corner too tight and you just like bash your hand on the door opening and it's just like motherfucker. So I could see myself like saying something in the next few days. That could be the maybe I'll finally name the garage now. All right. Well, Big Matt, you actually got a handful of people that submitted some questions for us, or some, yeah, essentially. How did you explain you and you? How'd you get them to fill this out? How was that whole experience, getting all your friends and family to tell us all your dirty secrets?
Well, I gave him a little bit of heads up. I basically told him it's a podcast about training. Luckily, pretty
Fair enough.
much everybody who interacts with me, not that this is weird coming on here, but they default to the fact that I'm just a weird guy. So they're like, "Oh, why wouldn't he be on a podcast and ask me to answer questions about it?" So they just default to that, and they're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Easy. Okay. I'm sorry I keep talking, but everything kind of lines up that it's my turn. So, are you familiar with least fun, most fun?
I am.
Do you want to explain it to any of your friends and family that might hear this for the first time?
So you give a topic or a situation, and I say the least fun part about it and the most fun part about it.
Easy enough. Wasn't sure what to go with here, but I gotta give the people what they want. So, least fun, most fun, living in New York.
Oh, least fun is taxes.
Good
Um,
call.
yeah,
Just the worst.
yeah. And me and my wife both, though, I mean, I guess this falls right in with taxes, so I'm being a hypocrite. We both work in the public sector, and we have great schools where we're at. So it's
You're welcome.
I know I'm riding two horses with one ass here, but
But you're not the first, right? It's like we had the
yeah,
one guy come on, and I want to say I remember who it was, just going off about it, and then also works for the public, and you're like,
yeah.
I mean,
At least I
that's
recognize
not
it.
yeah.
uncommon though. Like a lot of people, like a lot of, I mean, that's really not uncommon. Like most people that work for the government don't do it because like it's for the benefits. It's not because they want to
Yeah.
be public servants.
Most fun?
It was
Uh, yeah, most fun. Like I said, I like the schools and everything, but I do love that we have all the seasons here. Being able to experience like all of that, I wouldn't want to live somewhere that where you don't get to mix it up. There are days like today when it's like 14 degrees out where I curse that a little bit, but
yeah, today
ultimately
was
it's a
rough.
good thing.
And
Yeah.
you live on, and it sucks for you to get to places too, because like to go 81 north, it's fucking like you're just it's the worst. There's the main north south road to where he's from that would kind of connect him to where I'm at. Well, there's an east west route also, but the north south one I travel a lot for work, and it's one of the worst stretches in the state that I have to drive semi regularly. It's littered with cops too. It's like it's a
Yeah.
speed trap city, and it's just the most hilly, windy part of the state. But in all the serious no, everyone gives me so much shit for saying New York's big. I get that it's like not even in the top half, but it is not a small state. Like you
No.
have to be able to admit that and attest to that. Especially like we are surrounded by small states, so that makes us just feel like it is so much of a bigger state. Because I can it takes me it might take me half a day to drive to New York, but then like I go through four other states to like if I'm going somewhere, it's like in the same amount of time.
Yeah, I'm in Ontario. No sympathy, my friend. 22
But
22 hours from one end to the other. Relax.
but Matt's on my side, and he said it's a big state. That's all I heard.
It is a big state. It's just I believe you originally said it's one of the biggest. And
Possibly.
that's what everybody was ragging on it for.
That would be actually like I wish if only I could go back and I don't know.
There's no
I
way to
wish
know.
I don't know. I would just ride with it. I'd say it's like Alaska on the map where it's just so skewed. It's the shape of the globe. You can't tell, but
who was it?
it's enormous.
Who was it? It was one of the anonymous accounts. Was it recent or repeat? I think it was recent. I think I even shared it in a story. He was referencing Tanner saying that like 28 states were signed up for the Lift Hard, Live Easy. And then the asshole said, and 26 of them are inside New York.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good stuff. All right, what you got for him?
Do you want to go hype person or training partner?
I'm gonna go hype person.
Yeah, I got to get rid of the training partner one. Nobody goes with that one.
Now, I had answers for both because I thought you were gonna force me, but
Nice.
my I love being able to have this with my kids, and I know my son's going to listen to this. I love you, buddy. But Ellie, my daughter, is my full-time hype person. Partially, she gets very impressed by everything, so it makes me feel very big and strong. But she is so like just genuinely like excited and motivating. She's my daughter's my ride or die in the gym.
Good answer. Good answer. My kids have finally started joining me in the gym. Um, she comes down a lot now, but Oren came down for the first time. That wasn't Strongman Sunday, and that was kind of nice until they,
Oh,
yeah, until Saga knocked over my safety bars because I had them up against something, and I think it scratched my Bells of Steel fat bench.
uh-oh. You got to baby proof that place.
I was a little mad about that. I like it. It's not her fault,
No, no. Well,
but it's like, oh, that's not going to be cheap to fix.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
I
All right.
have sympathized with the hosts because I've walked down to some chalk disasters down here, and
Oh,
a
that's
leaf
right.
blower
Yeah.
can only do so much.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, we always give people the opportunity to talk as little or as much as they want to about their career. So the floor is yours.
Yeah, I have worked for a county law enforcement agency for 13 years now. I'm a detective. I love my job. There are annoying and tough days, but in general, I love going to work every day. I love my job and very happy to do it.
Love it. Well, as someone that benefits, that could theoretically benefit from your knowledge, I appreciate you. Uh,
All right, Big Cheese. How long you been lifting for?
Oh gosh, really started during my second deployment when I was in Afghanistan. There was surrounded by people who, a lot of CrossFit people dabbled in that for a little while, but absorbed some knowledge there. And then I was getting ready for the police academy, and I found CrossFit football, which John Wellborn, that power athlete group, and it was an awesome program. Got me really set for the academy. I stayed with those power athlete programs for a while, but I've had a home gym for probably 11 years now. Started off with just the like Dick's Sporting Goods set, no stands, nothing, just doing floor presses and um, did powerlifting for a long time, really enjoyed that, and starting to do a transition into dabbling with strongman. So, and I'm really, really enjoying that.
yeah, you're doing Dan's meet. So you signed up for it here in April, right?
I
I think
am.
I'm like 99% sure I'm going to come out and either help with the meet or help you and Joe if need be, just to kind of go out and support the crew.
Yeah, and from watching the stuff with strongman, and I've had some issues with my elbow, which I blame my having very small childlike hands on a lot of that. But was kind of hesitant to dip my toe into strongman, and then seeing so much in this community, legitimately through Instagram and stuff like that, how what a fun community it is. I'm very excited, and I'm having a lot of fun doing this.
Love it. Have you fixed your axle yet though? Because I've got a bone to pick with you about your homemade axle that doesn't fit between your floor joists the way it properly should.
I am going a counterpoint. I had a horizontal brace in my ceiling joist, which house safety be darned, I cut that thing out the other day. I'm gonna move it. Uh, and it fits, but because I still can't continental clean with any decent form, I end up catching the hand that I flip way inside where the hand was, so it
Hmm.
shifts to the side. It fits between the joists. I just have to not lift like a moron and actually
Okay.
catch it how I'm supposed to.
Huh.
If you watch in those videos, I end up catching it almost at the middle
Yeah.
of the bar and not realizing it. So when I press,
Gotcha.
that's when I hit. But I probably will still move the sleeves out because,
Yeah, just a precautionary. Just because
yeah,
you definitely don't want to be banging on those too often.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Tanner has joined us from the waiting room at his dentist's.
Oh, is it that time of the year? Is it been 6 months since our last cleaning? I think
Morgan's
that
like,
is the
what?
he's showing us the cuckoo clock as heard
Mm,
on. I believe this was a somewhat recent Massonomics episode. They talked about clocks, didn't they?
yeah,
Or am I just was that a vivid dream that I don't remember?
I remember it, but I've been having between back catalog and new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't miss that period of time, I guess, where it was so conflicting of like, where am I in this journey of Massonomics?
Well, I'm at 114, so I can still tell the difference between new and old because Tanner's still, or I'm sorry, because
Yeah,
Tyler's still there.
yep.
Mm.
So,
I keep there was one thing I was gonna make the meme is when you're listening to the back catalog and then you go listen to the new episode that drops and you get the actual intro and you lose Tyler talking. It's
Yeah.
like I remember the first like I think it was this week I put on the new episode and I was like, "Ah, yeah, there it is." I didn't have to hear that or the robotic you just listened to the Massonomics podcast. I'm like, yeah,
with
skip,
your
skip.
ears.
I fell asleep. I must have fallen asleep during the pre-show. Well, I listened to the pre-show and I got a little bit into the episode, and then the next thing I know, it's like it's 5 a.m. My alarm's going off, and my headphones are still on, like, and they're like they're on my head, and they're still physically like on with like the battery dying, and I'm like, how the fuck did I sleep with these things on for like that? Like I didn't wake up to piss or anything, like for like 6 hours, and I was just like, that was some good deep sleep. So I was very happy after a couple nights of not getting as much, but it was just yeah. I'll have most of the podcast to listen to because I don't think I made it very far.
All right. So CrossFit, strongman. I did see that you were doing some log press. Is that your log?
Oh, I haven't done. I've been doing Axle. I
Oh,
found
okay.
a gym that I can get
There.
to a log at,
Okay.
and I have, much to my wife's dismay, have been all over Marketplace after that Bulldog went for $50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks Dan for his like his third one.
God damn it! And I really don't want to buy the Titan rackable one. I'm not gonna do it. Not
No,
gonna do
not.
it.
I mean, if one pops up for like a buck 50 locally, I mean,
Right.
I sold my rackable for like 250 to another guy in Binghamton, which is pretty funny.
Hmm.
But yeah, that pit bull. I mean, I picked up a pit bull for $100 in Syracuse. So they are out there. They're just so hard. They're
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's just. But you got to get a log. But I don't know if you'll have the clear because you're. How high is your ceiling? Do you have log clearance down there?
Uh, If I can fit 45s on a bar, I think I can do it. And
Yeah,
I
but your
also,
45s are in the joist though.
yeah, you're right.
You'd have
I
to
might,
you'll have to stand perpendicular. You might have to
yeah.
stand with the joist, not against the joist. Because like I'm having the same struggle of trying to get it to fit, and I can strict press, but that's it. Like I can't push press, or I'm like destroying everything.
And I gotta see if I get spotter arms for the yoke. I don't mind doing it outside, and I have even more clearance right outside the garage. So
True.
I might try and figure something out.
Did you pick up last time when I had saw Matt, he had just picked up like a literal $200 yoke that's an $800 yoke. But it was missing one of the J cups. I'm assuming you have not found a J cup replacement yet.
I didn't find a single, but I got two of the red Rogue, and they are beat to crap, but I don't care. Two of the Rogue ones that fit this, and I got them off eBay for like 17 bucks.
Oh wow,
So
stole.
I'm
Yeah,
good to
that's
go.
literally can't beat that. That's
Yeah.
perfect deal. So great, love it, love it. I'm sorry, it's up.
Tanner's distracting you. I can tell.
She's showing us the
Oh, there's the
Tannerton.
Peloton.
Yes, the gamify cardio. Let's hear about some of these tattoos. You big tattoo guy.
Oh, no, I have two. It was right before my deployment. I got the birds on my back. One's for because my call sign was Nighthawk 2 during my first deployment. So I
Was
have
that Cheese Hawk too?
uh, it- having a nickname like Cheese in college is perfect. I would say 90% of the people that I knew in college had no idea what my actual government name was, which has a lot of benefits. But
Nice.
got the
Um,
Nighthawk on one side and then a bird on the other for my wife.
you didn't say Nighthawk Tua.
Yeah, the tattoos predate the Hawk 2 a little bit.
Just a bit, eh?
All right. Okay. The one thing that came up so much that would be silly not to talk about it is coffee.
Yeah, I am obsessed. It's a problem. I again, it was one of those things when I was deployed because you can't well, you're not allowed to have alcohol. Sometimes it snuck its way in. But it became like a process. So like I will admit and it's not snobbery. I just legitimately don't know how to use a regular coffee maker. I'm a big pour over guy. But yeah, me and my wife have an unhealthy obsession with coffee.
What's your favorite method?
I like iced coffee. I do like hot coffee, but if I had my druthers, it's Japanese method iced coffee, which is very, very easy to make. Just with a pour over cone and a kettle, it's will be the best iced coffee you have ever had in your life.
Mhm. So I'm not big into the iced coffee. I do have pour over equipment. I still think French press is my favorite. Um, is my favorite method of making hot coffee.
Mm. If you like French press, have you ever used an AeroPress?
Probably not. What's the difference?
So an AeroPress, it's actually made by the same company that makes the Aerobi Frisbee. It's made in America, and it is like a syringe that will give you like 3 bars of pressure as you press the coffee through, and it's like a French press prior to you pressing it, but adding that pressure makes it almost an espresso. You essentially get like
Mm,
an Americano when it comes out. It's really, really good, and it's
no,
inexpensive.
no, I haven't used that. I mean, but I also just drink whatever my wife makes.
Yeah,
Like she makes it at night, and I wake up in the morning all groggy, and I push the on button, and then I
yeah.
get that. So,
I did get a nice espresso maker for Christmas, which I ribbed my wife that she got me a chore as a gift because I make her macchiatos and making my daughter like all kinds of coffee drinks and everything. But I love it.
now I notice you're saying espresso, not espresso.
Oh
Espresso. Where's
yeah.
Nate at? Is Nate in here? He got so mad at me. I said it the way I'm supposed to. Well, Joey had mentioned something about the on buttons, I believe. So, as far as the off button, I hear that you have one of those in your glass jaw.
Oh,
I was only
I
it was submitted like a few different times. So, is there
it
has there been some funny stories of you taking a little seeing stars?
I got sucker punched in high school. There was a guy
Oh,
who
that's not as funny. I thought it was gonna
who
be funny.
no, it was kind of funny looking back at it. And I remember like the police talking to me like, "Do you want something to do?" I'm like, "No, no, no, no. I just got knocked out. It is what it is." But that's probably what he's talking about.
Oh, there was someone had elaborated. It had multiple times throughout your life that you've like maybe not even like fights, but like have you taken like a blow to the head and just blacked out before? Is that a thing, or is this a story not as maybe I'm
I did
misinterpreting it?
I did get jumped in college one time, and
Jesus.
I wish I knew the story, but
Oh wow.
don't
These are
remember a whole lot of it. But
this took a bad turn. I thought this was going to be a funny segment. Goddamn. All right, moving on.
yeah, yeah.
tragic
Oh yeah.
shenanigans.
Let's move on.
Yeah, like you're no fun.
It's that all of my friends are just like, "Hey, your CTE was just awesome."
Yeah, that's horrible.
Bring it up. Bring it up on the podcast.
So
Do it.
did you listen to the most recent, or well, did you listen to our most recent roundtable with it was the boys and girls there doing the Christmas draft, and have you listened to that one? So
Yes.
Hogan was going in depth about glitter for his reindeer. Did you have any strong opinions about glitter and specifically glitter? I hear
Oh,
there's
my skin's itching as you bring. I hate glitter. My daughter will buy me cards that have glitter. I get
oh,
gift
those are the
bags who's
worst.
getting covered, and I already have a husky. I have enough problems with dark clothing in
Hmm.
my life. I get covered in hair. I don't need glitter. I I do not do glitter.
Okay, and good. You're gonna help me out here. So somebody gets you something. It's like in a gift bag or like a greeting card, and not thinking, they hand it to you, and you're like, "Oh, great, thanks." And you pick it up, and it's got that damn glitter on it,
Yeah.
Hmm.
like that glitter.
Yeah.
And then you put it down, and it's on your hands. Ah, like
Yep, it's
I
the
will
worst.
literally yell, "Ah, glitter!" And my wife will be like, "Oh no," because she knows the boiling pot is boiling right now.
It's like DNA or trace evidence from CSI. Once you get that glitter on you, it is with you forever. It
Yeah.
never
It's like
goes away.
it's like it's like no, honey, I was not at the strip club. Someone just gave me a shitty bag, a shitty present.
Hey, that's actually really funny because I have a friend who used to be a stripper, and we were out, and one guy was like, "Why do you have glitter all over you. Like if he's like, if I touch you now, I'm gonna have glitter. My wife's gonna think something was up. And I was like, that's why strippers do it, dude. And she looked at me and she was like, yup. And I was like, yup. Like that's part of the reason is so that when you go there, your wife knows. Like anyway. Also worse. Like also glitter. It's just as bad, but it's to the point now where my like somebody will go to hand me something, and if there's she sees it, my wife will go, no, 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 don't give him that. Because there's that glitter on it that gets in your pores. Anyway.
Well, on a let's see, under proud moments, we have that feel free to elaborate. You don't have to tell the story if it's something you don't want to talk about, but is there an incident where you helped save three people?
There at work, I have a few. I probably referenced, and I have a few life-saving awards. One of the best moments of my career, a friend of mine at a training incident had a medical emergency and was able to do CPR on him, which is something that, as many times as I've done CPR and things like that, you never expect that it's going to be one of your friends. And it was a long road getting him back, but we were able to save him. It was one of the prouder moments of my career.
That's awesome, man. That's very cool. We have this game we like to play. No. Oh. Why were you why did you streak across your high school football field, bud?
Well, a friend of mine was in a photography class, and we figured,
So we have documentation. Okay,
oh
I
yeah,
guess we know what the thumbnail is this week.
we were cut loose with this photography teacher, and I was just skipping class to hang out with him while he was at photography. And oh, I know it would be a good idea. Why don't I streak across this snow-covered football field? And he got a picture of it and submitted it as a project for class. So
Don't normally we say send us that. Don't send us that one.
Yeah,
yeah.
no. That would
Actually, send it to Keith. Don't.
Yeah. I'll send you Hannah Toes. Also, if I get weird dick pics, I'm sending you a picture of Hannah's broken toenail.
I don't want to mail it to Joey because they might have another strike up there and then he'll never
Yeah,
get it.
you'll
It'll
never
just
see
sit
it.
in a warehouse forever.
Another 20 days in Carroll Stream. Somehow it would leave New York to go to Carroll Stream.
So you were talking to a suspect over the PA system once, and you had their name wrong.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yep,
pretty
that
fun.
happened.
That's pretty fun.
It was during a SWAT incident. We had surrounded the house and was thinking about another target that we were going to be doing a search warrant on, and for about 5 minutes I called him the wrong name.
Just letting the other target know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you called him Zach, there's probably like an 80% chance you got it right, considering if you look at the Lift Hard Live Easy roster with like 17 Zachs on it. I guess that's a fair guess. Is there a funny story about the scar on your lip?
Yeah, I swam. I was a competitive swimmer in high school, so like, I know what I'm doing. And we had a local pool that had a pretty rough bottom, and I went to dive in right over the no diving sign and ripped my whole lip in
Oh,
half and
Jesus
had to have it all
Christ.
stitched back together.
None of your
On
stories are funny, Matt. Oh my
on the no
gosh,
diving
that's
sign?
so sad.
Right over the no diving sign.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
that's
And so
so
now I have a
gory.
wonky mustache.
I could just
Yeah.
like envision how abrasive that pool floor had to be. It had to be knurled, if you will, or textured,
Yeah.
with sex wax. Um,
Yeah, it was more
God,
of a Texas power
oh
bar and less of an Ohio power bar.
yeah, Tommy knows
So
all about those now.
Well, at least that awful story, not it was a bad story, but like a bad outcome story, had a lesson.
Yeah.
yeah, yep, yep. And I still pay attention to like 20% of signs that I see.
That's a good average.
Um, was there a door in your high school dorm that said "ball pit this way"
Oh, yeah,
or a sign? I think I said a door on your door.
Yeah, was there a door on
my
your door?
Yeah, is there a sign on your door? It was a bad segue into what you did to your dorm.
yeah, we instituted some new rules in the student handbook at Binghamton University, and one of them is that a you cannot have a ball pit in your room. We were looking at getting like some sort of trampoline. And obviously, this was a drunken idea, so that I could fall out of the my second, like my top upper bunk.
Hmm.
into it. And then we thought, why not a ball pit? So then we had a ball pit. And then the next semester they said no more ball pits.
Now,
Jeez.
were these purchased ball pits or were these commandeered ball pit balls from like the local McDonald's when they used to have like the kids ball pits things?
So
You don't have to
pre
answer if it gets you in trouble.
so pre God, stealing ball pit balls would be something. I think you spend
How
more in
dirty
like
those would be too.
passes.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go act shady at a Chuck E. Cheese because
Fair.
people are going to make assumptions.
You're like,
Uh,
sir, are those balls in your pocket, or are you just happy to see these? Like, get out of here. What are you
we,
doing?
we
That was
we
a bad.
ordered a box of ball pit balls off of eBay, and we couldn't fit it through our door, so they have the safety seals on the windows so kids don't like open them and jump out of them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we just
You done.
unscrewed that and just poured it in through the window. So
Hilarious.
yeah.
That had to be a big box if it couldn't physically like fit through the
It
hallway. Or...
was they had to call us to come pick it up from somewhere. I don't even remember because they couldn't deliver it to campus because it was like it couldn't fit it on the truck or something. It was huge.
And
And
then what happened with those? Like at the end of the semester, or when everybody had to move out, or well, I guess it sounds like you guys got in trouble with them. So, were you just
yeah,
throwing them like like? I guess you could if you cut them with a knife, you could probably get them to compress a little bit. Maybe I don't even know. Like, how do you make them smaller or get rid of them?
it was a little by little thing because we lost the war against this inflatable ball pit too because we were patching it like every couple of weeks. Beer bottles would break in it and stuff, and so
Oh God.
eventually we would just like 10 at a time carry them out to the lobby and throw them out and do the same thing the next day.
So there's like a thousand ball pit balls just floating around Binghamton's
Yeah.
junkyard. Not.
I think we contributed to global warming through that ball pit.
We
Maybe.
are responsible. Okay. Geez, I kind of want to add that to unpaid and underrated, so I'm gonna.
Do it. I
Yeah.
do. There's one topic I want to get. So I don't know who submitted it, and I don't want it to basically. Someone essentially said your daughter is like, you already touched base on your daughter earlier, but like how I think how it was worded. It was basically it was painting it to where like your daughter's your favorite child, but it was almost like your wife submitted it or something. I think, and I just got a
It was
chuckle out of
probably
that.
my son
Oh,
because they
that
both,
would
yeah.
actually be funny. Okay.
Oh, now he's gonna be like, see, I told you. No,
I'm trying to find it to see exactly how it was worded, but I can't. It's not jumping out at me, but it stuck out at me earlier.
no, they're both at the age. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old where I get to like mold their hobbies. Like my son listens to like 2000s pop punk and like hip hop from my era and stuff like that. And he lifts with me. He's lifted with me forever. And my daughter, she does dance and she's starting to get into like the lifting and she just likes being around it. The I love my children equally. They're just very different. And she is very, very funny, my daughter.
How old is she?
She's 10.
Mm, Mine's only 4.
And there was always the joke that I loved the boy more. This is what I always say. I always go Ben and the other one, or firstborn and what's her face. So
Oh no, the what's its face or what's her face? Yeah, that's a good one.
Well,
Uh,
I
Go
got a
ahead.
good one. So there's been a lot of breakfast burrito talk with
oh
oh I can't I know his our friend from the other guy out in Boston. But anyway, one of the what the hell is his name? The guy that just had his gym tour featured. I can't think of his name. I feel
Jose?
horrible. No, he's on the schedule too. So sorry, buddy.
Hank?
I know who you are, but anyway, the whole thing like Tommy couldn't stop talking about has like his how good his burritos that his wife made were his breakfast burritos. So, but I hear you make a pretty mean breakfast burrito.
I can burrito anything.
Okay.
Breakfast burrito anything. So at any time, like I make them at the house for just about every breakfast. And there was a long time my son needed to gain weight. He was smaller, and so a 3 egg breakfast burrito would make it happen.
That was really good.
But and whenever we travel, like leftovers, I'm there making breakfast burritos for the whole family, like my wife's extended family and everything. So I've become famous for being able to burritoize any leftovers we have.
That sounds really good. I like my morning breakfast just for sheer convenience. It's just like a Costco like I think it's like a chicken chorizo burrito, or but it's not great, but 2 minutes in the microwave and I can eat it while I drive and like so. But so I've definitely been consuming a shit ton of breakfast burritos, but not probably. I mean, not horrible nutrition, but not amazing. Wish they had a little more protein, but fat and carbs aren't horrible, so could
Well,
be
it's been in
worse.
the Discord too. I've been spreading the word of the cloud eggs.
I
Hmm.
did see something about that. Yeah, someone
Yeah,
was asking about that.
yeah, they're the best.
So from cloud eggs to onion volcanoes.
Nice, nice segue.
Again, a gift that was a chore was my Blackstone. Like, hey, here's this. Now cook us things.
Yeah.
But I was very excited for a couple of reasons. I'd always wanted to learn how to do the onion volcano, and I'm always excited to buy vodka. So, like mixing hobbies together. So, but yeah, I will cook anything I can out of Blackstone and have a little onion volcano on the side.
Yeah,
What
I'm
what proof vodka do you need to do that?
Regular vodka works, but I mean, again, if you need to tell your family, "Hey, we have to buy Devil Springs because I need it for for the onion volcano," I'm not. I'll testify to that. I'll tell them, yeah, that he had to have it.
Noted. All right. You had something there, Keith.
Oh, just that like I can attest that have seen that Blackstone from my trip down there. I think I'm not sure if it was the pre-show or the show we talked about it, but Matt and I had crossed paths there a while ago. He generously offered to pick up a Mars bar for me. Ironically enough, from someone who ended up joining crew not long after. And then I was able to, I think you ended up having a store right there for a good couple months by the time I actually had a Friday off that I was willing to come down and, commit to everyone gives New York's not a small state, but fucking to me, I had a 9 hour day to get down there and back and I was shooting the shit for a couple hours. Um, but have you ended up meeting up with Steve at all, any since he does live 5 minutes away and now he's crew? And have you guys are you like getting tight there?
He's one who I got to reach out to because I'm pretty sure he has a log. I know he has a lot
Uh,
of stones. His gym is really nice.
he
I'm
sold a
like,
shit ton of strongman stuff in the last year, which is wild.
yeah, but he had a ton of stones. He was giving me a mini tour. He was a little bit of a time crunch when I picked up the Mars bar,
Mm.
but very very impressive place there. And I'm pretty sure I saw logs, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
bug him.
that is definitely worth it because the fact that if he even does have one, he's probably not using it right now. You could probably just be like, "Can I just borrow that for 6 months, like three
Yeah,
months, like literally until my show in a couple like April? Like, can I just borrow that for 3 months,
yeah.
please?" I think he'd let you do that. That'd definitely be worth putting a call out to. Oh,
What is the World Freestyle Grocery Carting Association?
That was actually the shirt I had on my last video. I didn't even realize I had it on. Um, It was kind of a scam. When when we were in high school, we made a website. We went to a local grocery store and they gave us grocery carts because we told them we were training for this world freestyle grocery carting, like doing X Games tricks on grocery carts. And they gave us grocery carts and we sold shirts as a fundraiser at our school and sold a lot of them for this entity that did not exist.
that is the literal like they've made Netflix fucking documentaries about people scamming shit like that. That is wild. Jesus, Matt.
I mean, we didn't pretend it was a charity or something. We
That's
just
fair. Said you
acted
were gonna
like,
go do this. Now, was there? Oh, no, I actually got to deep dive this a little bit. So, like, this was 20 years ago, probably, right? So, like, does anyone
mhm.
ever follow up and was like, "Hey, did you ever do this?" Or was it just your buddies just wore it because they were in on the joke?
I think that it was so ridiculous looking back, and people got their shirts. All right, they're like,
Okay,
if
well,
they paid for
that's better than
shirts,
some of the we've had some history with this pod with Massonomics adjacent and not getting shirts, so that have paid for them. So yeah, that's fair. At least you paid out the shirts.
yep, if they bought shirts, they got shirts. But I think looking back, if someone were like, man, these guys really weren't taking grocery carts into half pipes, like, you should have figured that out on your own. That's a good lesson for everyone.
So then also, what the fuck like, were you just doing jackass shit with them and like just breaking them and like doing, or did you just take them, throw them in the back of your truck and they're just sitting in someone's fucking parents' shed right now, 20 years later, because they don't know what to do with it?
That's pretty much what it was. They showed up at my buddy's house because he lived the closest to the grocery store, and his parents were like, "What are we gonna do with these?" And we said, That's not our
How many are
problem."
we, like, did they donate multiple? Like, that's wild.
We
That is,
probably had three.
okay, that's still like, those aren't like grocery carts are like hundreds of dollars if you, I'm sure.
Yeah, and these were not like super beat up grocery carts. And I have no idea why they gave them to
I
us.
mean, you should have used the grocery cards for the ball pits a couple years later, like
That's a good
to get
point.
those into the dorm. That would have, not been suspicious.
Yeah, that's a good point. I could use and move sandbags now. I really
I
shouldn't
hate
have
some
let
of the
those go.
sandbags. I hate moving sandbags.
Yeah, me too.
Except like it's just I had to pick one up. Oh, I didn't have to. I tried to do. I've had a lot of left shoulder pain here the last few months. I don't know what's been going on, but it's usually my right side that's always fucked up. My left side's been really acting up. So my coach had programmed farmers and just like trying to pick up even like half of the weight I was supposed to do that day, and it was just felt like someone was just like ripping my fucking shoulder out of my sockets. Like I'm not doing these today. Like I still wanted to get some carries in of some sort, so I was like, I'll go grab my sandbag and do some laps with that. And I hadn't done it, and my fingers still stubbed from my strongman show last month. Like I or jammed, I guess is the proper term. Like my ring finger has been swollen for like fucking 4 weeks now. Not cool at all. So and I keep like mildly jamming it. So having to like pick up a sandbag, not really paying attention. I'm like, oh fuck! It's just, and then like as I'm holding it, I'm just like, I can't grasp the way I want to. So
That's just revenge of the sandbags, buddy.
yeah,
They know who you are and what you did.
yeah. They I'm definitely on their radar after what I did to them.
I just filled my Inukshuk up. I think it's actually closer to 150 now. I'm pretty
Oh,
amped about that.
nice. There you go. Body weight.
Yep. It goes up nice and easy.
Uh, but let's hear about your. I know we touched on it earlier a little bit, but like this home gym. Uh, what kind of equipment you got? What's on your future goal? Just talk about your baby.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought that I'd upgrade from the PR 1100, that the Rep 2x2 rack, and then they had strap safeties and flip down safeties for it, but I almost want to replace it with a half rack because it's so short that doing presses and everything out of it is kind of a pain. So even like
I see.
and you looked at like a low profile rack like mounted to the wall would accomplish everything I needed.
Yeah,
So,
or a squat stand, like one of the Rogue squat stands, like I have, give or
right.
take.
Yeah.
I
But
think I have a squat stand, don't I?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's only about 6.5 or 7 feet tall.
no.
yeah, but you're not restricted with anything above it, so you can press as much as your basement allows. Whereas if he wants to
Yep.
press inside of his rack, he's just going to hit it like when the bar's at his face.
Yeah, my ceiling's low enough to where I had to flip the multi-grip bar for
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember that.
So, but it's not like I'm doing pull-ups in it anyway. So, but still I'm pretty happy with the setup. I've accumulated a lot of weight over time. Still got the bronze Airdyne that gets a lot of work, but put a new assault monitor on that. But got a mix of everything. My son's rowing machine, he got that for Christmas one year. And now the axle that I built for only slightly more than buying a new axle.
Yeah, I got one of those too. It,
Yeah.
did you at least learn from my mistake that when you buy the two piece axle collar on Amazon that it's literally just one that's in two pieces? Because I didn't realize it was going to cost me $40 to get the goddamn collars that I needed. Or
I
did you go to
have
like McMaster or something?
No, I have something shocking to tell you is that I bought the exact same one that you did for the same price you did, and it came with two whole
Oh,
collars.
you
I think you got
what the
scammed.
fucking shit fuck motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, his
Ah,
kid's listening.
sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Nate,
they've heard it.
that's
They've heard
so.
it.
I think I don't know, man, because like I had to like. And I'm trying to remember if I actually dealt with customer. I think I just was like, I think I just looked at the ad again and saw like, no, it just says two piece, and then it's showing a picture of the two pieces. So,
So
well, that was
I
like
was
6. I can't do
nervous
anything
about
now.
it because my wife bought the one set as for me for Christmas, and I was like, "Oh man, she's gonna be disappointed if this shows up and it's only one." So I bought another one, and it has already been returned. I've been
Nice.
reimbursed.
Also, two separate ones showed up with two.
Right. I got two
Oh,
packages of two, so
yeah.
I
So
sent
then
the
I
other
for
one
sure
back.
got, yeah, no. So I for sure got screwed.
Yeah.
So someone, oh, I'm so mad. It was like $40. It was $25 a pair, or like for the pack or something. Maybe it was four, whatever it was. It was more than enough to. Ooh, that actually has me very hot right now.
I really weighed this as a moral conundrum that maybe I shouldn't tell you
No, no,
this.
no, 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 no. And like I instantly didn't believe you at first too. But then when you said you got a second pack and it had two, I was like, no, they duped me. Oh, but like at the end of the day, like you win some, you lose some. Like there's
Yeah.
definitely been times like, you get an extra this or an extra that. It is it's all a wash. I'm trying not to. Old Keith might have been more annoyed about that. I've already let it go.
Well, when I saw the DIY thing on whatever on online, and it's like, yeah, you'll get the pipe for $30. And
Kurt, yeah. Oh no, yeah. I think it was Kurt Locker's video probably from like a decade ago, but it's still valid.
yeah, except that the pipe is $79 now.
Yes, yes, yeah.
My Bells of
If you,
Steel axle was $100 Canadian.
I know.
yeah, you can get a Titan one. You can get a Titan one for like not that much.
But this
Um,
one's tan.
yeah.
and,
Well,
I got to go to the Bells of Steel showroom to play with it before I bought it to decide which one I wanted. And honestly, that was free.
anything else
Except for the
jumping out
hour long drive.
at? Yeah. So his axle's cheaper when you factor in paying yourself time. Uh, anything else you jumping out at you, Joey? Get some
No,
games.
you could probably see I was just looking through and crossing off some stuff we already
Yeah,
talked about. Is there anything we
definitely
missed, Matt, before we jump into some games?
No, I think we got everything.
beautiful. Well, I'm gonna hit you with a little FMK. Are you familiar with FMK? If your friends and family aren't, Matt's got a. I'm gonna give him three separate entities, if that's not the right word, three separate things, and he has to F one, marry one, and kill one. So stall, Matt, stall. Here we go. I'm gonna hit you with some military movies. This might have been one you submitted. I'm not sure. I'm not like 'cause I don't in the notes. I don't get to see who submitted what without doing a shit ton of legwork, which is fine. But military movies, I wanted to pick something a little. I figured you're about my age, right? Are you in your late 30s, early 40s, somewhere in that
Yeah,
realm?
early 40s. Yep.
Okay, so I picked a early 2000s. I think these are 2001, 2002 era. I figured it'd be kind of more nostalgic. So three military movies from this era I'm gonna hit you with. So FMK, Black Hawk Down, Enemy at the Gate, We Were Soldiers.
Oh,
Familiar
I
with all three at least, right?
I am. I
Okay.
am. All right. Gonna kill enemy at the gate
Oh,
because I know I don't
it's
want
such a
to.
good movie.
I don't want to,
It's
but
such a good movie.
We Were Soldiers was so impactful. Like that, it just hit me
Yeah.
at the right time. So I'm gonna F We Were Soldiers and Black Hawk Down is Mary because again, that was just right at the right time frame. We
Yeah.
watched that while I was in basic training.
Gotcha.
I went to basic training. I was a junior in high school still. I went during
Okay.
summer vacation.
Oh, dang.
And the first like tiny little bit of freedom we got was sitting in a crowded room watching Black Hawk Down, and it's just the best. The
Yeah,
best.
Black Hawk Down always it's one of those things where like you remember a time kind of thing because I remember that was
Mhm.
the first time I had a license and I could drive to the theater by myself and like meet a buddy and go see a movie and it was we did Black Hawk Down and like Mothman Prophecies like back to back I think like
Yeah.
in a summer of 2001.
Being in basic and hearing the story of like seeing the story of Shugart and Gordon, the two snipers that came down out of the helicopter, like volunteered to go down knowing that they weren't going to make it out is just the craziest thing you've ever seen. So great.
I remember Black Hawk Down always it was kind of funny. Like I remember when it came out and my mom watched it, she was like this was like a big like major news thing, but like no one in my family remembered it at all. And then like we kind of pieced it back together. Like that was like the same time frame that one of my older brothers had like a horrific accident and was in the hospital like near death for like several months. So it kind of makes sense that like well me as being 5 years old, I wouldn't have remembered it anyway, or 7 years old, but like how like my like adult family members like I don't remember any of this happening. It's like yeah you were in the fucking hospital, like hoping your son didn't die for 3 months. But good answers. I don't know that I would. Yeah. Other than it, I think I would have edged Enemy at the Gate above We Were Soldiers, but that's just because I don't know. We Were Soldiers is a very good military movie, but I think Enemy at Gate is just a more you get the love story aspect of it.
Right. And I think that 80% of what I love about We Were Soldiers is Sam Elliott. Like, how do you know what kind of goddamn good day it is? Like, it's just such a great character.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm glad I was able to handpick a few of those for you.
Okay,
What you got?
so we can do Mount Rushmore, and let's keep it job specific. Your Mount Rushmore of TV detectives.
Interesting.
Columbo.
Yep,
Columbo is my numero uno. I love Columbo.
agreed.
I, yeah,
I learned
absolutely love
about him on
Columbo.
this.
Um, Bosch,
Good one.
big Bosch guy. Uh, I'm gonna go into Private Eyes a little bit, because Magnum PI.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then Spencer, nobody's gonna know. Oh yeah, I got to go with Spencer for Hire. Spencer for Hire was an older show. There is a newer like Spencer, but if you can find Spencer for Hire, the TV show, just one of the best like private investigator like shows of all time. But Columbo is definitely
Yeah,
the peak for me. Just the
I
rumpled
agree.
overcoat, like everything, the show, how they did it, that you knew who did the murder like from the beginning. Oh, it was so great.
And you just had to watch him get them to admit it, and you knew he knew the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And did you ever hear that the theory that he was the anti Sherlock Holmes?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, because Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes was like, the world's greatest detective, and he would piece together everything, and he would go after all these guys, but like Columbo
Didn't know
knew,
people. Mm.
but
Yeah.
Columbo knew who it was, but it was always like rich people that thought they were above the law. They weren't like
Mm.
Hmm.
villains. They just thought they were like, well, I'm rich and I'm hoity-toity. I can get away with
Yeah.
this, and he never let them get away with that. Is House a detective?
I was never a big house guy.
I was a
I get,
big House guy.
I
Is he?
guess detective of the body. I'm willing to go along with that.
Well, he's based on Sherlock Holmes,
Right.
right? House,
Yeah.
Holmes, Watson,
Yeah.
Mm.
Wilson, the woman, Cuddy. Yeah.
And I will say, even with all of the like, you have Jimmy McNulty, all these great characters from The Wire that, sister podcasts always talk about The Wire.
Yeah.
But if you
Same.
watched The Wire, I think it's Lester Freeman is the pawn shop detective that ends up becoming like a big integral part of that. Best character in that show, in my opinion, as
Yeah,
far as
I
on the
liked
police
him.
side. It was awesome. Awesome.
The
So he's my
Wires.
alien. He's my alien head
He's
on
the
the.
alien face.
He
Yeah.
was so he had a lot of personality. He
Oh
had that
yeah.
like that deep, scratchy voice too. I think it was a good show. Tanner will still not. I mean, Tanner was here earlier. He's gone now. So we have to just assume he's watching The Wire right now.
Must be.
It's the,
Must
it's the
be.
only it's the only logical suggestion of why he could leave you and you is has to go watch The Wire.
He's just slogging through season 2 right now.
R.I.P. to the one kid. Was it Ducky or
Oh yeah, I can't remember his name.
yeah, the kid that recently took its life.
Wouldn't it be funny? Like this episode has a lot of dark spots.
Yeah,
Um,
I
wouldn't
have
it
I
be
have I have
funny
more dark stuff to talk about, but I don't really want to.
if Tanner has actually already watched it and he's just been trolling this entire time?
Ah, that would take so much. Like, well, what's the point though? Too, because like it's
It's
not.
Tanner.
Yeah, but
He
like,
he doesn't want to admit that he has that AMC membership that they always talk about, where like for $100 a month you can watch unlimited movies, and that's just been him for decades. He just doesn't want to admit
oh yeah, because he doesn't like subscriptions.
it.
All right. Well, I got some affiliates I'm gonna hit you guys with. Barbell Rescue. So, if you have that dirty shaft, you need to clean it up. Cam at Barbell Rescue. It's got the cleaner. He's got different color inserts. He's got the oil. He's got all kinds of goodies over there. He's got at one point he had some banners and T-shirts and stickers. He will take care of you. Go see him at he'll be at Lift Hard Live Easy. He's more than likely be at Home Gym Con. He's literally on the internet, so he's there whenever you need him. He's a good dude. Home Gym Con, as I just mentioned. I think there are over 100 booths signed up. Jake hinted at there being a big name signing up soon. Like I think I don't want to. Well, yeah, he essentially said it wasn't locked in yet, but it might be. Think of like one of the strongest home gym owners. So they could go a lot of different ways, but we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. Freedom Fitness equipment. If you want to get some chalk on your floor like Tommy has, you can go hit up Ashton, get some those mats he's got, and then apparel from the Strength Co. Go help Grant's buddy put some, get some apparel from him. And Big Matt, unpaid or underrated, familiar
I
game.
am.
It is a game that some of us helped contribute to making and modifying, making a little better. We like it over here. So the gist of it is we're going to give Matt up to 6 to 8 hand-picked topics specifically for him, and he has to use his druthers and decide, are they unpaid or underrated? Underrated being pretty awesome, unpaid being not so good because nobody wants to be unpaid. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So let's hit you with Taco Bell, unpaid or underrated?
Oh, big time underrated. That Cantina chicken burrito is the greatest fast food item that exists. I had one today.
I might have to try that. That sounds good. Is that a newer
Can
item, or is it? I don't think I've seen a canteen.
So the Cantina menu, we're getting into some
Never.
lore here.
I've
The
never.
Cantina menu was back in the day, like we're talking like pretty fresh guacamole they'd put on it. Like it was way too much for what you were paying for it, so it didn't last very long.
Okay.
But there is still the Cantina chicken burrito, and it's, rice, guac, chicken. It's great.
That sounds. I might have to like for a somewhat healthy per mac. For healthy as you're gonna get,
Mhm.
or DM me that because I'm not gonna remember that. But I got a
Will do.
Taco Bell like 2 miles away that I don't utilize because I know I'll just go and get the same fat man order that I always get. That's just like quesadillas and all the sour cream in the world. So I
The,
can't.
the one unsettling thing about Taco Bell, have you gone through the drive-through recently?
They do I don't know if they've always had it, but there's one near my office now that I go to once every 6 months, but they get a bacon and egg quesadilla, which is pretty fucking good for like $4. But so yes, I guess.
It's all AI now.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
not
you
when I was
pull
there.
up, when you pull up, the entire interaction with the little talkie box is all AI.
Ew.
I know
It's
we hate
unset.
AI, but like most people working on the other end of the phone is going to be a rude asshole anyway. So I would take AI over that honestly, because I have such shitty customer service where I live that I'll take AI over assholes.
Yeah, I'm pro efficiency. Like I do not want to like I will self checkout because I don't want to interact with people.
Mhm.
So like it is a little bit of a net positive, but the first time I was like, man, that person has a really nice voice, and then I was duped.
There was a whole episode, a newer shitty comedy that we started watching on NBC. I think it is DMV, and one of the guys essentially had to call a help hotline, and he was like, "My new best friend is the person that works here," and it was like a whole episode about how like everyone else knew that he was talking to AI, but they didn't want to hurt his feelings because it was like the first new person he's talked to that he's liked and made a friend or whatever. So I got a kick out of that. It's somewhat relevant.
I
All right.
went to Taco Bell for the first time in like years, and it had my first Baja Blast.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not a thing up
the
here in Canada.
Oh, that's the like the blue Mountain Dew, right?
Yep.
Or the Baja. It's the green. I'm trying to remember now.
Like a
I-
turquoise, a
Yeah, yeah,
turquoise.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've had that a few times. I like Diet Dew is hard to beat for me. Like if I'm ready to drink a Mountain Dew, it's gonna be Diet.
Big
But
Diet
that
Dew guy.
I do. But so what did you think then? If you on a 1 to 5 or a 0 to 5 scale, what's your Baja Blast rating?
Like a one. And
Okay,
I
so
don't
not
drink
good.
pop normally. If I go to fast food, I get a bottle of water.
Yeah.
But I had my boy with me, and then I was like, yeah, let's try Baja Blast together. And he said it was too tart.
Hmm. All right. Unpaid or underrated Douglas Adams books.
Oh.
And who is that?
So that's the lucky number 42 from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Mm.
Okay.
Those
Seen
books, they
seen
were
that.
big. They were big when I was a kid, and my dad got me really into them, and they're great, great series of books. Like sci-fi but comedy,
Okay.
and they're really like nerdy in how they use math and comedy and stuff like that. And I've been able to pass that down. My son has gone through the books from Douglas Adams. I can't tell you how many times. So
No, it's awesome.
uh, yeah, it's great.
Good, good, good. All right. Unpaid or underrated. The movie Hurt Locker.
Oh, now you're struck a nerve the other way. The
You don't like Hurt
worst,
Locker. Oh
the
man.
worst military movie of all time. McHale's Navy is like Oscar-winning cinema compared
Which
to
McHale's
this
Navy?
stupid movie.
Tom Arnold, I think, was in
Well,
McHale's
like no,
Navy.
there was
Yeah,
no, but there wasn't there like a 50 or was it a TV show? I know
I think it was a
McHale's Navy.
TV show.
Okay, because I know like we all, I mean, like I watched like a 1995 Tom Arnold McHale's Navy, which was
Mhm.
fucking horrible, but I thought it was based on something that didn't suck. But
I
okay,
think it had been a TV show, but
yeah, yeah,
Hurt
yeah.
Locker
Okay, yeah.
is just, and it won awards, and
Oh
it's
yeah, it was
so.
like the best movie of the year, and like it's we've had like multiple bomb technicians that have I think they've shared. I don't remember if they were positive or negative towards it. I think they liked it just because they were bomb techs, but like
I,
inaccurate as shit.
there is no it's universally hated amongst veterans from
Okay.
everyone that I've talked to. And there's one part of the movie that is great. And if there was a movie called The Last 2 Minutes of Hurt Locker, it would be a great movie.
Well, I'm sure there's a YouTube clip, so just watch that every now and then.
When he's standing in a cereal aisle because he's back home, right?
Mhm.
And he's looking, and there's all these choices for cereal he could buy, and he can't process that because he has to make when you're deployed, what you're supposed to do. You always know what it is. You don't always do it, but like you know everything you're supposed to do. And when you come home and there's all these choices, and none of those choices seem to matter, it's a weird feeling. So like that instant in that movie was like perfect.
Gotcha.
Everything else about it was dog shit.
Like the end of Rambo.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I've watched The Hurt Locker since it came out.
Don't.
No, I
Don't.
probably won't. So that was the only way I could relate. Sorry to kind of offshoot to Rambo there, but I can see the similarities there.
Mhm.
We've got a lot there, Keith. If you want to do another one, you got
Sure.
time.
All right. I'm gonna keep it food related only because I ate here today. Unpaid or underrated Panera bread.
It's hospital food. It's overpriced hospital food. It's garbage.
Oh wow.
Everyone who says that it's good is lying. This is
Jesus
a
Christ.
conspiracy that has been set up to make me mad. There is
Okay.
no way anyone thinks this is real food that should cost this much. The
Well,
the mac and cheese, my kids love the mac and cheese, so I have to eat half of a sandwich and some soup that tastes like Band-Aids all the time because they get the stupid mac and cheese. It is dumpster food. I am not this passionate about anything else in my life
I'm so
that
glad I picked
Panera
this.
bread is trash.
I mean, my options today were Burger King, what's the shitty chicken place? Fuck. Really the Southern chicken place, not KFC.
Popeyes?
Popeyes, yeah. It was Popeyes, Burger King, or Panera. And I was like, and I had eaten kind of shitty the day before, so I was like, yeah, because I eaten Wendy's the night, so I didn't really go burger. And Popeyes, I don't know if it was. It's not horrible, but it's like I don't know. I have the same go-to like my Panera. I get the half steak sandwich and the bowl of tomato soup, and it's fucking like
Band-Aid soup.
17. I don't know. It's not. It's like it's just annoying though because it's $17, but it's like. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
also
exactly.
that's throughway prices though. It's a little bit cheaper, not throughway, but yeah.
Did you choose the super hard, weird piece of almost bread or the
Yeah.
apple that's tasteless with the texture of sand?
I would usually go chips, but I think I did go the bread. I should have got
Ah.
chips. But they do like to tell you how they're free, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's literally
It's
baked
baked
into the
in.
fucking price already. Stop telling me it's free. It's just an option that I already paid for. You fuck.
Remember
But
when they had this like energy lemonade that people were having heart attacks from? And I was like, you deserve it. This is what you get for proprietizing this restaurant.
you're going to take your kids to Panera tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
So when you look at your credit card statement and you see Panera on there like 3 times a month, you're just like, son of a bitch.
Oh, I rage. I rage. Because even if I don't have to go, the fact that we are normalizing this food as something that should be consumed just drives me crazy. Like, oh, we got a spring mix of lettuce that we threw some walnuts on. That'll be $14. Like,
Okay, so what if it was what percentage would it have to be cheaper for you to be neutral or not annoyed by it? Like if it's at 100% right now, like would it have to be set like 25% cheaper or to
it
10%?
it would have to be
Because I mean, you have to be
I will
realistic.
right. I'll be
I mean,
realistic here.
because 25% cheaper would be like in line with like McDonald's, you would think, give or take.
But McDonald's, you at least have the brief moment of that tasted good before you hate yourself.
Yep.
And you don't
I
get
don't
that
know.
with Panera.
I like my steak sandwich and tomato soup, man. I think it's, but it's I don't have an extensive history with the rest of their menu. I think we've ordered some salads from them before, but like I don't know.
It's bland hospital food to me.
All right, that's really funny. That's the most animated you. I Hurt
We
Locker
talked
and
about my
Panera Bread.
we
Fuck
talked about my
you.
CTE earlier, and I'm like, Panera Bread, you can
Yeah, no,
die.
that was actually funny. All right, did I
We'll
do
keep it.
enough?
We'll keep it food related. Unpaid or underrated Jamaican beef patties.
I
Okay,
had the same question for you because you talked about it
I
Yeah.
saved
before.
you that one.
We have a place, Kennedy Fried Chicken. They're 20% chance you'll get stabbed if you go there.
Well, it's
But
Binghamton, so yeah.
beef patty, cocoa bread, and cheese is my go-to. We still get it, and me and my wife will get it DoorDash to our house sometimes. Jamaican beef patties are the best. They are
Agreed.
underrated.
Unpaid or underrated. This one's gonna hurt some feelings. Cherry limeade energy drinks.
Oh,
Oh, all right,
they're the
good.
best. No, I am a horror for cherry limeade. When Killcliff had the Ignite cherry limeade, it was dangerous. Like I was addicted. And now they have it in the Celsius. I wish they had it in a smaller can, but anything cherry limeade, I will consume it.
So Ghost cherry limeade is the best, right?
I will say probably it's the best easily available. The Killcliff Ignite is stupid. It's so good, but I'm not paying a subscription to get a box of that sent to my house for like 80
Hmm.
bucks.
No, I don't blame
That's
you.
that's my wife's Panera money. I can't
I was
spend
just gonna
that
say
on
that's
energy
Panera
drinks.
prices.
Unpaid or underrated. Speaking of energy drinks, Rip It energy.
Oh, Rippets. I can't describe Rippets to you. Rippets are these little cans of this non-colloidal liquid that they would give I think they were testing it on us
The fuck is
overseas or
colloidal?
something like that. Where it has like layers. It doesn't
Okay,
mix
okay.
together the right way. It doesn't
Word.
stay how it's supposed to.
I've just never heard that word in my life. Colloidal.
It it it's they weren't good, but they were just the most, and they were free though. So you'd have these little like shots, and they had bigger cans, but usually it was these little shot like cans of energy drink, and it's probably going to give me cancer one day because I probably had 1,000 of them. But every dining facility overseas was just like handing them out like McDonald's hands out the hot apple pies. Like, please take these from us. And I've legitimately probably had like tens of thousands of them in my life.
Yes, because we heard a story about that.
Oh, yeah.
We like the
So
stories.
we were ending a convoy, and I think this is the one he's talking about. We were ending a convoy. We'd been driving for days, and I was definitely dehydrated and over caffeinated. And I was in like the gunner's hatch. So the truck that we were in, you're sticking out the top and you have the machine gun. And all of a sudden I couldn't feel like one side of my face. And we had a medic in our back seat, and I looked down at him and I'm like, I kind of feel funny, and my whole face, like full stroke symptoms. I couldn't lift my hand. Like, I remember specifically feeling that the right side of my tongue wouldn't move. It was like split right down the middle. And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh shit." Like, legitimately thought I had a stroke. And it turns out if you mainline caffeine and nicotine for like a week and don't sleep, you will have a migraine that presents like a stroke.
Hmm.
But luckily, it was our last day of the convoy, so we get in to where we were going, and they just rehydrated me, and suddenly I didn't look like a melted candle anymore.
Yeah. Unpaid or underrated hook grip.
I can't do it. These tiny infant hands of mine, I
Those
have
are small.
tried. I remember on one of the
You,
podcasts again.
you
I
just has
can't
like
remember if
you just have five thumbs.
it's seriously. This is cadet glove all the time. For the if you know, you know, cadet glove clan. Um, they were talking on the podcast again. I can't remember if this was back catalog or recent, and it's like you don't have to bury it that deep. Everybody thinks I'm like, I can't get my hand around this stupid bar. I can't hook grip a chopstick, so I just got to hold on for dear life and get elbow tendonitis.
Mm.
Okay, last but obviously never the least, unpaid or underrated $30 Walmart trap bars.
I wish I still had. Oh, no, okay. So I had a cap one, the super sharp, like that everybody has. And so I buy the $30 open trap bar because, you got to have an open trap bar. What a piece of shit this thing is. It's slippery while at the same time ripping your hands apart. It arrived bent. And of course, I sold the other trap bar, like anticipating my open trap bar getting here.
Yeah,
And
you tell the listener, you did tell me when we were in person that you won't buy something new until you've already have the funds in place by selling something, right? That's like a
right.
rule you have.
That's the move. That's the move. And so now I have this stupid thing with hockey tape on the grips, and I haven't deadlifted with it in forever, and it just sits in the corner like a curl bar.
And you're not going
My
to get anything out of it if you sell it.
No.
Yeah, my open trap bar, the handles actually spin. And can I tell you how fucking useless that is? Like you get any weight on there and it just ruins your grip. Like you're pretty much rolling thunder
Yeah.
trap bars.
Yep.
You have to strap. You can't use that trap bar without straps. So it's useless. So I use it mostly for searchers.
I feel like what makes me the most mad is I was influenced. Like the Garage Gym Facebook group got me that I needed an open trap bar because that cap trap bar that I had was awesome and didn't appreciate it till it was gone.
Well, hopefully another one pops up somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I just have one personal one, if that's okay. Unpaid or underrated quarter zip sweatshirts.
Now that with work that I'm allowed to wear quarters, it used to be shirt and tie in the winter, like for years. And now the quarter zip is allowed. And so I can wear a polo and a quarter zip every day. Like that's my tuxedo now. Like if I'm going to a wedding, I'm probably just gonna wear a quarter zip at this point. I've just become like that post-COVID like slob where that's as nice as I get anymore.
All right. All right. You passed unpaid and underrated. Congratulations. We
Did.
can air the episode.
Yeah, hopefully. If we're recording, yep, I think we are. Fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah. I was recording before you even got here.
I know, I know.
I had to double check when you asked.
I did too. I just looked up like, nope, I see that red dot. Big Matt, do you have anything for us you wanted to hit us with, big dog?
I do. Keith, I have an unpaid or underrated. I have three of them, but I want to see if you can figure out where these questions came from as we move along.
Okay.
So, unpaid or underrated, Adidas Raketa trail running shoes.
Uh, I don't. I did I have a pair of those?
You had multiple pairs.
Oh yeah, I think I did. I haven't worn them. I don't. That's back when they were. It's yes. At the time they were probably underrated, but now I can't fit it. They're not wides, so like before,
Mm.
like my feet have like feel like the older I get and the heavier I get, like I need wide shoes now. But at one point, yes, I did have. I had probably bought that shoe 10 times over like a decade or whatever, and I think I still actually have like a pair or two still in storage, essentially. But I can't. I'm not like I can't fit into a not wide shoe anymore. So I'm assuming you got these from my wife of just things that I OCD about and have bought multiples of. Because no one, unless someone's been in my house and saw these shoes, and or you hacked my Amazon account.
How about unpaid or underrated sound machines?
Those are, I have several of those, and they are very, very under. Yeah, how do I play my game? Underrated. Yes, sound machines. If you don't sleep with the night, if you come to me and you complain about how you didn't sleep the night before in any capacity, and you don't own a sound machine to drown, and like the complaint came from outside noise or like just not being able to like zone out, and you don't try a sound machine at least once, like I don't care about your opinion. Like just try it once, and if it's not for you, great. But like a white noise machine of any sort, even if it's just playing Spotify on your phone with like most I haven't not slept with a sound machine for 20 years probably.
That's what that red light is behind
Yeah.
me.
Love it.
It plays brown noise.
And I have like I have a travel like every room, every room in the house with a bed has one. And then I have one in a suitcase that never comes out. And now we have a Bluetooth one or a wireless one that's even easier to travel with.
And your last one for unpaid and underrated, DeWalt Interceptor hearing protection.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. Anything DeWalt, I'm a big fan of. So yeah, unpaid,
Now, can you figure out where those
underrated.
came from?
If I didn't, apparently I was wrong. If it was my wife, so I'm
You
not
en
sure.
you enthusiastically reviewed all of these things on Amazon.
That's actually funny. Like I wrote a thing, or there's just like a star rating. I don't think I would have.
No, no, you wrote for each of these.
Oh wow,
And I
that's
wish I'd
hysterical.
screenshotted it. The DeWalt interceptor hearing protection was a big no. You hated the DeWalt
Oh
hearing
no, yeah,
protection.
no, okay. Now that those are I do remember those. Those suck. That I the like your name like this is literally 15 years ago, or at least 10 years ago. No, they were over the ear like earmuffs for hearing protection. But literally like you turn your head at anything other than like the slowest thing and it literally is falling off. They were the most garbage, trash, shitty. Yes, I do remember those specifically being ass. The shoes I think I must have liked, and then the I'm assuming the sound machine I liked, unless it was a shitty one
Yeah.
that we were experimenting with. But yes, that I remember I remember even throwing those away because I had them for so long. I think I bought them for work, and they didn't do shit. It's like you'd literally plug a saw in, and it's just like I can hear the fucking. It's like it's even louder in my head. Yeah, I haven't thought about those in probably 10 years, 12 years. That's really funny. I should go. I want to go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go look at. I'm gonna have to go read that review now and
Yeah.
see how many typos I had in it.
And I don't know if this applies to you, but it makes me think of Rochester. Do you have a Mount Rushmore of garbage plate ingredients?
Ingredient. I'm not a garbage plates are mid, man. I don't love
Oh,
garbage
I
plates.
love them. I love
Uh,
Texas hot sauce so much that I love garbage plates.
so like I'm like obviously not like I grew up in West Virginia where they actually have real good hot dogs in my opinion. What a
Mm.
hot dog is like, you know, a a meat chili. They call hot sauce up here, but it's different and it's just not it doesn't taste the same of what I want my quote unquote chili to be on my hot dog. So like I
Hmm.
mean have I consumed a dozen do I have a garbage plate every 2 years? Probably, but like I don't remember I can't remember the last time I had one. But my one thing I will always have to get with a garbage plate, I do patties, not the hot dog, because I think that's an option.
No.
But I literally will like be like, will you sell me like a couple hamburger buns? Because I don't
Mhm.
want to make this not like I want to eat this as a hamburger with all the other stuff, which I'm fine. I'm fine with all my topping stuff mixed in, but like I still rather eat the hamburger. So I don't know. Garbage
I
plates
get
are
that.
I've never assimilated to being a fanboy of a garbage plate, so
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you that even who's I don't know. And I've had we've been there for like the home of them supposedly, so yeah, pass.
All right, Joey, both of my unpaid or underrateds for you came up as mine. It came up for me, but I'm going to do them anyway. Jamaican beef patties.
Uh, I gotta say unpaid. Yep.
Really?
Yep. And only because the last time I had one, I got food poisoning from it.
Oh, that'll kill it.
Yeah, and but that was like probably 20 years ago.
No.
And I missed a Slipknot concert because of it.
Oh
I
man.
could not get off the basement floor.
It sounded like you just said Slipknot, but maybe I misheard that because I probably had those DeWalt headphones on.
Yeah, Slipknot.
No, I heard in my head I heard Slipknot. I
Weird.
was just and I was like, wait, what? What did he do? Did he fall down?
Yeah, so like
Sorry.
I know they're delicious, but because of that, I don't think I've had one since.
And unpaid or underrated, daughters as hype men.
She's not a very good one, but I love when she's down there with me because then she'll just go so underrated, obviously, but like she doesn't like cheer me on. My boy does. My boy will say, "Good work, daddy. Good lift, daddy," and then she'll go, "Okay, my turn," and then she'll just like stand on one foot and move her hips back and forth, and those are her reps,
Mhm.
and it's still great. Like, yes, come do whatever you think exercising is right now. Let's do that. Um,
Was she there for your log lift at the No Wine Cellar?
yes, but they
Yeah,
were
they were.
upstairs, and she was like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she would have been
No, you
too.
would have. No, you would have done you were doing the log in the driveway. Like
Oh no, yeah, so they were there.
you did a big deadlift because you and I were doing like dueling deadlifts face to face at the end, which
Yeah.
is kind of cool. But then we were screwing around with the log in the garage. Sorry, in the garage in the driveway, and the kids were
Yes,
definitely
they were
wandering around. But I
definitely
think
there for that.
they
I
were
remember
just
there was something you were
they were
talking about her going nuts.
overstimulated at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I was ripped on ammonia.
yeah. And then FMK, beard oil, barefoot shoes, kilts.
No. Kill beard oil. Um, I love it and I use it, but like now with the new job, I used to use it every day and now it's like every other day. Just kind of one of those like if I'm dry, I use it. I don't have to use it every day. We're probably gonna F kilts because I love my kilts, but I don't wear them like I do barefoot shoes. Like I don't, except for like days like today where we had a foot of snow. I wear barefoot shoes primarily in the gym, outside of the gym, to work. I have to wear safety boots at work, and they don't make them yet, so I don't have them there. But like, yeah, probably
Have
marry
you
barefoot shoes.
have you found a good hard toe that is at least close as far
No,
as like barefoot shoes?
no.
Like Keen, I have freakishly wide toes and I have to wear zero drop shoes
Hmm.
with how my feet are. And I used Keens for a long time when I had to do hard toe, but like I wear Lems every day at work because I have to wear dress shoes and I have these monkey feet. But I've yet to find like a good like zero drop hard toe shoe.
No, what I did was I just went half a size bigger,
Yeah.
and then I just wear padded socks, and it's kind of
Added socks
the
are the smart move.
yeah. I think that that was the closest I could get in just making sure that I had toe movement. But just waiting on you, Shelby and Ryan. Not
Yeah,
so
which
much
one are
Shelby, but mostly
was it
Ryan and Blake.
I thought they were working on wasn't there a USA made one supposed to be thing?
They're working on it
You know, had
still.
a name, yeah.
Yeah, they have been dropping hints in some of the, not maybe not the personal like not the Discord, but like the other one, the group chat. There have been hints about it, but again, like getting it certified, getting it, all of that kind of stuff.
Oh
It
yeah, yeah.
probably takes dollars and dollars and hours, right?
Yeah. Quick follow up there for Joey. So I've got my one pair of barefoot shoes, and the heel's starting to unroll on one of my hair. What do you like? Just like, is there like a glue shoe that I can buy on Amazon? Like, I don't want to invest a ton of money in these because it's kind of annoying, but like, I don't want my heel, or not, no, like it's the bottom, the sole, I guess, if you will, is rolling up off of the. I mean, it's only like a quarter. It's like 1 inch. There's a little bit of flap right now, and I'd like to stop that from getting worse.
The shoe's still intact. It's just the heel separating from the shoe.
Yeah, and it might even be an inch. It might even be like a quarter, like a half inch or something.
Yeah,
It's just
just shoe glue.
okay.
Unless you do you bought them directly from Barefoot?
They're the Massnomics ones I got like 3 years ago.
Did you? Okay, so check your invoice to see if you paid for the insurance.
No, I'm sure I didn't, but my wife bought them as a present, so it's not even.
Okay,
She
in
knew
that
it, so.
case, shoe glue.
So
Shoe
like ten
glue.
dollars shoe glue. Is it aerosol or is it like a roller?
It's probably just a tube,
Okay, I'll look into that.
and you just glue it, clamp it overnight,
Easy enough.
or put a plate on it because they're suede, right?
Yeah, they're very pliable.
Yeah. So
They're like there's I only use them to deadlift pretty much, or maybe if I need like a flat. So I don't really wear shoes in the basement unless I'm squatting.
yeah, so shoe glue and just clamp them shut.
There we go.
Should handle it.
Perfect. They've held up great for what they are. I mean, 3 years for a shoe is pretty damn long anyway. So, but
Yeah,
it's just
my
the Massonomic shoes I can't like get rid of, but I'm still waiting for some kind of black shoe to come in stock that's my size. That
no, that new smoke shoe
similar.
looks gorgeous.
I remember seeing
The
that.
gray smoke. Oof. If it wasn't for exchange rates and border fees and Carol Stream and and I probably would have ordered those smokes by now.
No, yeah. So what about Matt? Before we wrap this up, we got to give you a little bit of give you a hard time. You haven't been to the Arnold. You haven't gone to Home Gym Con. You haven't gone to Live Hard Live Easy. What's realistically maybe on the radar? Any of those? You haven't been to the No Wine Cellar. It's just you have
That's on the list. The
it's
no
pretty easy.
wine cellar is
That's
definitely
pretty
on the
easy.
list.
That's like 2.5 hours away. It ain't too
I
bad.
know. If I am figuring out lift hard, live easy. Not like obviously not this year. It's not going to happen. But I want to get a few events this year under my belt and see if I can get some money together to come do strongman at lift hard, live easy next year.
Nice. So in your you signed up for Dan's show, the Salt City Classic 2. So how is and you said you've kind of pivoted from CrossFit into powerlifting and now into strongman. So
Mm.
how do you think the events are stacking up for you? How do you think anything you're nervous about, anything you're excited about, anything like that?
Obviously, the log is a bit of a an unknown to me because I'm doing what I can with a multi-grip bar, like getting some experience, and I feel like the lapping of the sandbag is doing a little bit of that for me too, like that sort of.
Yeah.
Um, but once I get a log, at least somewhere I can train, I'll feel a little bit better about that. But Dan's been great too because he said, listen, if you sign up as novice, which I'm kind of in that intermediate range right now as far as where my weights are, he goes, if you
Yeah.
sign up as novice, we can move you. Like that's not a big deal. Just sign up and we can put you in whatever correct category. He goes, so we can do
Hmm.
that days prior. Like we're not worried about that.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Um, Obviously it's hard to train like yoke and stuff like that right now because everything's ice.
Yeah, for sure.
But
You have enough of it. You have a little bit of a driveway. You could
oh
carry the
yeah.
yoke. You get like 10 feet in the garage. Oh, is your garage high enough where the yoke is to do? Not really.
If I get it at
Once you pick it.
exactly the right pin, yeah, it's I
Yeah.
can do a little bit, but I can we have a deck that extends out so I can do some there and anytime it's dry, I'm doing what I can with
Yeah, yeah.
that. Also, I love doing the yoke, so that helps too.
Yeah.
So,
But in New York, it's hard to say. It's like March could be fucking 65 degrees the whole time, or we could be
yeah.
shoveling a blizzard. So,
Yeah. And he advertised that he's gonna I forget what the 2 days were that he's looking at. I can make it to one of them
oh
to
yeah,
go
yeah.
up to Syracuse and
There's a strongman Saturday where he's gonna go through events and stuff.
yeah, so I'll probably get smacked back down to earth a little bit going to that, but
I would definitely sign up. You haven't signed up yet then, you're saying?
so I was waiting a little bit after Christmas to invest because I have to join the federation and all
Yeah,
this
it's a pain
stuff.
in the ass. Yeah, it's like it's not just the $80. It's like it's like almost $200 at the door, give or take, by the time you're done. It's frustrating, but it's such as life.
But he said, don't worry about it. You can and, and sign up coming up until April. I'm not gonna wait that long, but I'm definitely my plan outside of injury is to do it, and it's been really fun because like even having like Jen saw my failure blooper reel of trying to do continental cleans and sent me a video that watched that, and then the next time I came in, I was nailing them. So it and
Nice.
Dan's been really supportive. I've gotten a ton of advice from people just reaching out saying, "Hey, try this," and it's been so cool.
Yeah, that's what's cool. Like with strongman, there are so many different things. Like it's almost like usually if it's like no one really wants unsolicited advice, but with strongman, it's not so bad because it's like I literally have never
Yeah.
done this before. I've been doing strongman for 2 years, and there's like 77 things I haven't done yet. So like I will take unsolicited advice. I've taken everything with a grain of salt, but like with powerlifting, it's just like all right, you're not going to change my squat form with like watching one video from the side when I've been squatting for 20 years the same way. It's like even if you're right, like I was just, but with strongman, it definitely, I think most people are okay with getting like opinions and advice, and because it's such foreign, so much of it is foreign to so many people.
Yeah. Yeah, the weirdest thing was after catching like the log I'm thinking of, oh, I'm just gonna push my elbows underneath. And it ain't that.
No,
New.
yeah, you should DM Steve tonight and be like, "Do you have a log I can
Yeah.
borrow?" Like that, or just yeah, don't pull the trigger on the Titan one, but also like don't not train log for 4 months.
We have a gym in Binghamton that because I was talking to someone I work with who had done a strongman competition and was trying to get him to come up to this with me. He goes, "Oh yeah, just so you know, this gym, they have a whole strongman room and they have a log there." I'm like,
Oh,
"All right, and
well,
the
yeah,
guy who
dude,
owns it is in a similar line of work as me too, so I'm
nice.
gonna pop into that a little bit. But
Yeah, definitely do at least like twice a month, or maybe go down there if you
yeah,
can't get a log, or even once a month. I mean, you get 4 or 5 sessions in it, you'll be fine.
yeah,
But having it in the garage would be so much more convenient.
yeah.
Even if you can't press it, just cleaning it and learning like mastering the clean, and then like take it outside and press it like twice if you have to in the blizzard. All right, brother. Well, Joey, anything you want to hit on? I think we just talked strongman and books there for the last 10 minutes, but I think we're good. Close this out.
Yep.
Uh, Big Matt Stall. Where are they gonna find you at?
Yeah, Matt Stall on Instagram and Pretty sure I'm Big JB because there's so many Big Mats on
Yep.
Discord. So Big JB.
Easy enough. Joey, where you at?
Joey_Malesko. I'm LECZKO.
All right. We have an Instagram, Unpaid and Underrated Podcast. We got the website, unpaidinternpodcast.com. YouTube, go race for first comment. And I am Keith Honeycutt 73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Jim, the No Wine Cellar. Until next time, see you next Tuesday.
Nate, before you end this episode, I just want to say massonomicsbingo.com and strongmanscoreboard.com.
Tate Sounds and
so
Kayleen
apparently
Flowers.
Apple has launched this new thing now where you mention a website and it adds it to the notes. Right? So I went and I looked, and unpaidinternpodcast.com is in the notes. So now I want to see if it puts those in it. Honk honk.